Hello everyone, welcome to Cyberpunk Red, Episode 7, Season 3. Now, during the last episode, Hibana was instrumental in dealing with the other corporate leaders, the other vice presidents within the major corporations from Arasaka, Kangtao, Kiroshi Optics, Militech, and then many more. She was there assisted by Subaki Lee and also Philip Williams. The corporates wanted to know who caused the explosion and why it happened. Was this an attack from Biotechnica to Strega, or was Strega the one that initiated the attack to Biotechnica? But after a long conversations and long meetings, they wanted Hibana to actually deal with the situation during that period. Hibana then met up with a fixer known as Asher, and Asher gave that information to Hibana and Philip Williams. So after a number of days of scouting and then looking at Maelstrom, how they deal with all the convoys that they actually caught and after that stole and put into their warehouse. This was when Hibana waited for Asher's signal to engage. The moment Hibana and Philip Williams heard that gunshot, they actually swooped in, shot and killed a huge number of Maelstrom booster gangs. And as they tried to actually go down, that was when Asher, Orion, Bonnie, and Dio fought off the leaders of the Maelstrom and then killed him. However, Hibana actually caught a much more important person other than Maelstrom. And it was here that Hibana was experimenting on this particular person that actually harbors what seems to be a psychic level ability. But Hibana and Philip Williams, inside the hidden laboratory beneath the Strega's headquarters, and due to Hibana's access to it because of Alpha Protocol 96 given to her by Dmitry Sobeski, Hibana, you actually saw and met Chairman Mao, or Chairman Mao, actually. If you wanna, if yes, 96 to 69, Tsubaki Lee. You might figure the code sooner or later. What's the code for this important safe? It's 69, dude. So yeah. So yeah, that's player knowledge, right? Okay, Hibana, you look at Chaiman Mao, the old man that's looking into the experiment. Chaiman Mao spoke to you, Hibana. They said, Hibana, the subject have seemed to be experiencing some sort of syndrome. He believed that putting him inside the cell for too long might cause his mind to be disrupted. And he's trying many times to actually escape from the cell. But every time he do so, the electrical interference and the EMP wave within it prevents him from disappearing. It seems that I will call it something like teleportation. Something that something that Elliot would like to actually know. This kind of report you would have to give to her. Maybe she would actually ask you to actually proceed with the experiment. But all this must always be given to Elliot. Elliot wants this power for herself. And Hibana, I believe that Dimitris also want you to follow in her footsteps. If not, well, possible. What are your orders, Hibana-chan?
Hmm. Well, Doctor, from the way you described it, it sounds like we just caught the golden goose that will pretty much give us all the boost that we need to pretty much be the leading industry in one aspect and one aspect only. Doctor, I want you to harvest as much of his blood as possible and process it. Let's see if his powers are transmuted via blood, and if we do, we may have just invented a new compound, a new product, call it
Roll
power.
for social skills conversation.
Okay, social skills conversation. Here we go.
Hmm? Okay. All right. Chaiman Mon said, doing so might jeopardize his health. It might kill him if I were to actually experiment further. He doesn't really have much according to his physical well-being. Then after that, okay, now Hibana, I want you to actually roll for education. Okay, you need
Mhm.
to actually roll for. Okay, now this is no longer education. I forgot. This is actually
Okay.
under science. Okay.
Science. We don't have science here.
Yeah, you do.
Ah,
It's under
yes,
education.
science. Yeah, it's a times two skill for each
Uh,
science.
where is
If
it?
you don't have it,
Like
that means you didn't
which?
take it.
If
That
you don't
means you
have it,
just
Uh,
roll
you just
your
roll
intelligence.
intelligence. Yep.
okay. Again, I can't roll for my intelligent. As in,
Just find a skill that is not like that is a level 0 intelligence. Do you have a
Mm-hmm.
single skill
uh,
that you didn't take any
Yeah.
points into?
in
The
terms
education
of
skill in science. Just put science and say there is like biology. Okay.
okay. Let me see. Can I actually add? Uh,
Yes, under local expert.
oh,
Yeah.
okay. Local expert
Below
and
local expert, there's science. You see the science thing there?
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll just call it bio for now. And okay. Yeah. Let me just remove this and okay. Clicking on bio. Oh man, I should have
Okay.
declared I want to use luck points, but oh well.
Try to actually figure out. You don't really understand what Chaimaimon is actually telling you, Hibana, but he's actually telling you that to proceed further, common sense would tell you this, that it might kill the subject. So it's best not to actually pursue this further until something else. But now, Philip Williams, you heard this conversation between Chaiman Mao and Hibana, that the subject inside the cell, Philip Summers, which is here. Okay, I need to give this guy a lab coat. Okay, which is here. Log in seems to be actually harboring some sort of psychic abilities. He tried to use it, but he was teased immediately by Strega's enforcers, which you actually led. But because the game actually was on Monday, you couldn't join because you're working. So, Philip Summers, you actually led Shinra security forces into combat against Maelstrom, killed a number of them, captured a few of them, but this one was the high price. So now, Philip Williams, what do you want to do?
Well, before I RP, who is this guy?
Who? Which one? Ping.
The guy that we captured and that we're supposedly talking about.
His name is Orion. You know, Orion is actually an executive that was actually working for a number of corporations. But he's mostly like a corporate spy and go here and there. And Orion, as you can see, he's like a normal person. But Chairman Mao say he have actually psychic abilities.
Okay, I'll start up my RP now. Then I go up to this scientist guy and says, "Oh well, he's a psychic. Do we know to what capacity his powers range?"
Okay. Chairman Mao and turns to face you. Philip, he says, the current capacity of his power, I believe, is tremendous. However, trying to push into his limit would be overwhelming to his small frame of mind and even his physical body. But if you or Hibana give me the orders, yes, I can gouge his abilities and his powers, but it will kill him. But we can try and preserve the brain.
Hmm. Would it be
Hmm.
feasible to just sedate him? Wouldn't that be a feasible option?
Sedating him won't help us much, Hibana. It's best to actually test him when his pain threshold is at its highest limit. There is another person, I believe. She was actually being looked into or looked after by Strega for quite some time. Oh, well, here is the report, Hibana. You can take a look at it. But for the time being, I will look into the subject. But then Philip Williams, you heard that you can actually push the limit of the power. So psychic abilities can reach up to a certain number of level. But for this, you need to roll for your education skills in science, which you don't have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna roll okay,
Psychology.
psychology.
No,
I'm just
not
being
psychology.
a dick.
It's actually being education. It's actually science, but since you didn't take science, okay, just to tell you how where to fill it up because you have not joined us in Cyberpunk for a very since season one. So this character sheet is if you probably won't know where to add science. So it's under education, but it's actually called science. So if you actually can click on it, then or but if you don't have science, I'm just gonna ask you to roll a simple education skills on education. That's all. Education.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to what I'm gonna get, but I'll go anyways.
Just roll for it. Let's see. All right. Okay. You have no idea. You do not care, or perhaps you do not know much about this science stuff, all this poking and probing. But now to you, Philip Williams, before I go to Hibana.
Okay. Well, RPing, what use does he have to us, and like, what is the use of hesitating so much? Like, if the only option is to, well, destroy everything but his brain, and the other alternative that does not seem to work or will work is sedation, then I can possibly interrogate him or her. You never know nowadays.
To put you in the same
Them.
room, to put you in the same room as that thing over there is basically, I might as well just let you pick up your own coffin. Psychics, they can read your own mind and thoughts, and I believe they can use your own thoughts against you, make you basically think differently. No,
This is based on player knowledge, okay, Hibana. You have to roll for your education skills under education. This is probably what you read in a science fiction book.
oh,
So,
definitely. I could tell you that much. This is like based on comic books and video games and even her favorite movies. Education was it?
Mhm.
Okay, here we go.
That's why it's called metagaming.
Okay,
Yep,
10 also.
definitely is based on comic book and movies, including the Mentalist
So you have
TV show.
so you have to tell like so Philip Williams, you can roll on your human perception. Okay, because Hibana is
Okay.
talking as if that she knows all this stuff, but roll for your social skills, human perception.
Human perception.
Okay. Hibana obviously doesn't really know science so much, but she's actually pulling everything out from her ass literally right now. So she's you know that she's not that smart, as smart as this professor over here, the scientist. So she's just basing all of this on comic books or sci-fi novels that she read. So you
Well,
have no
I go up to
idea.
well, I go up to Hibana and I look her in the eyes and I said, well, it's a nice thought. It's a nice bunch of ideas that you're presenting, but I believe it's past your bedtime.
Damn.
God
All right.
damn.
Okay, Hibana.
With all due respect.
So you can't really proceed more other than to tell
Mhm.
the doctor, just proceed with a simple experiment, but you need to look at the report that he gave you. It's a file, okay? It's a
Uh,
file that you haven't even looked at yet. But it is getting late and you
mhm.
need to head straight to Rogue's Bar, and attend Subaki Lee's concert before Subaki Lee's and Diana Fairview's concert. Small little like get to a small little concert at the bar itself. That's about it. Before she goes to the
Mhm.
big one.
Oh, definitely. She'll basically look at her watch, the fancy watch, and that's when she'll say, "Doctor, I'll speak to Elliot tomorrow in the morning before the meeting, and keep your phone close to you so that you can wait for the final confirmation on rather or not we to proceed with any further experimentation, as she basically looks at Elliot and say, well, we should
Elliot,
get going. No, sorry, I mean Philip. Philip. Philip William, and say, we should get going. We have a party to attend.
right?
Is a
Okay,
party
Philip
called
Williams.
is a
Philip
party called
Williams.
Sleep?
Okay, Philip and Hibana, the both of you actually got ready, and after that, asked actually Root, Sang, and even Nero to actually drove the car and head straight towards the bar. Now, meanwhile, at the bar itself, after everybody arrived, okay, Subaki Lee, you're actually checking the sound. You notice that Diana Fairview is a little bit giddy. She's actually slightly moving left and right, looking at you and say, "So much crowd, Subaki Lee. We're gonna rock their socks off.
Hold on.
Yay!" she said.
Oh,
Since when
it's like
did since
I
when did
checked.
Diana become
Yeah,
become
she's
retarded?
very drunk. She's very drunk.
She's oh, okay.
She's very drunk. So I whisper. I put the mic away and I whisper to her, "Hey, are you sure you're okay to sing tonight? You don't look like you're very good. Are you sure it's
And
gonna
then
be okay?"
yeah, she started to actually scream out and say, "How's everybody doing? Shout out, yay! Woohoo!"
1 moment. These people are not meant to be here.
Oh, they are meant to be there.
Oh,
Oh wait, not this guy there. Not this guy. Okay.
Yep. Well, since
He's
we're
in jail. Alright,
yeah,
alright.
The
He's
fuck
in
is
jail.
that?
definitely.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, he's in jail. But meanwhile, Subaki, you see Diana Fairview, she's actually moving left and right, like wavy, like yeah. Woohoo. But Subaki Lee, roll for your simple technique skills of first aid. Okay. She's
You
probably
pumped
been
enough into
taking
that
some
shit.
she's taking some sort of drugs, but you try to stop her, but you can't stay at a day and night trying to look out for her when you sleep in the apartment. Even though Hibana is in the other room, you're in the other room. And Diana's in the other room. Hello?
Hello.
Hello. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hello?
I thought I got cut off. I hear the tung tung sound. So yeah, I thought you got cut off.
No, somebody like joined and left. Like
Oh,
Alright.
that'll be Zoff actually, because he's in the
Oh,
game
okay.
but not here.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably internet.
He's
Yeah.
waving. Then Subaki Lee, roll for your social skills conversation with a +2 bonus. +2 mod.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then
Right?
hello.
Yeah. We heard.
We can hear you.
We saw. We can hear you actually.
Yeah, because I hear very quiet.
Yes. Yeah, the music stops. That's why. Okay,
Mhm.
Heizen, turn on some club music, please.
Okay, club music, and I just found the right one. Let me
Okay.
just.
All right, Jan, I do suggest you give a link to Aizen right now, or here, and set to actually which song to play, or I'll just play the one that I have in my list. But I don't have the ones
Yeah,
that.
Ram Ranch metal version.
Okay, you're talking to actually Diana Fairview, Subakili, telling her like it's like you okay, like oh she's just looking at you. She touches your cheek with her right hand,
A
like
lot
rubbing
of
it
action
down
right
and
now.
rubbing it to your chest right now. Diana Fairview is like, oh, I know how you look at me, Subakili. You can't hide it. I know you want it. That's what she said.
I'm just putting this song just for the loss of it. But hold on. I'm putting.
Just 1 second. Happy can a little bit.
No. Don't play that. That was just for the loss. That was just for the loss.
Okay. All right, just PM to Aizen directly to his Discord, so I know how to which one to play. All right, so now okay, before we go to you singing the song, now I'm gonna go to Mao Lin Yong. Mao, you are here. You're looking at the people around you, to your left and to your right. There's a reason why you're here. There was a reason why you were also invited here, and also you were actually at the corporate office looking at the many mainframes and the many levels of security that Strega have. Both you and Hibana have actually tried to break through the first security level, but Nightingale is keeping a close watch on 4th level to the 10th level. And there's a number of ICE programs like listed. And both you and Hibana and also Reno, there's 3 Netrunners actually. You, Hibana, and Reno have tried to actually break in, but every time you destroy a demon, another demon comes in. But Mao, all you wanted to know was the information that's actually kept well inside, kept well hidden within Strega to actually bring Elliot down before trying to even kill her. Something that you can bring this up with the higher authority and the other corporate leaders during a corporate meeting, which you can actually bring up based on security alone. But in order to actually get through all those knots, you need to defeat Nightingale. But Nightingale is not physical. He has his physical body, but nobody knows where Nightingale is actually residing or where he's actually sleeping or resting. So it's always connected to the whole building. He controls the turrets, he controls the security camera, he controls the EMP, he controls the electrical floor, and literally every defenses of the building if you find anything wrong that leads to his Mamacita Elia. So, Mao, you're inside the bar. You're looking around, but there's nothing here that you need to do other than going into the simple matrix itself where you're actually standing on to actually get some sort of simple information that will give you that bonus to actually penetrate the system. So, Mao, what do you want to do?
Oh, what's left? Let's see what we can get from jacking this in. Excuse me.
Okay. You look at it. He just stood there. You're acting and enjoying the music. For first thing you need to do is roll for your acting under performance.
Acting performance. 2 luck on this one. See? 19.
Alright.
2 luck.
Okay. You don't have to roll so much for acting because this is a club. So
You
so
never
nobody-
know. You never know.
So all right. Okay. You already
DV35.
So now you already acted. Okay, that's passed. This DV35. No. Only to Vendetta. Okay, not to Mao.
Wow.
Now I give DV1 only. Okay. Yeah, Vendetta I give DV53. Okay.
Hey, that's not enough, bro. DV60.
Oh yeah, 60 it
DV16.
is.
DV69.
Yeah,
DV69.
DV69.
Yes,
Mhm.
perfect number. I love it.
All right. Okay. Now, Mao, I want you to roll for your techniques skills. Okay, under cyber tech, and then after cyber tech, roll for your electronic security tech, also under technique skills.
Okay, cyber attack. As it is, 12 plus
Mm-hmm.
a total of 15. Cyber attack. Security.
Okay. All right. It's a pass. Okay. All right. DV is actually 15. You actually managed to actually hack through. You stood there. Your eyes like it's like when you try to roll your eyes up the highest and you like your eyeballs is shaking like that, like you're high.
I'm trying hard to remain the eye, staring forward.
Yes.
But just stiff body only.
But as you're currently like also jack in, Mao, I want you to roll for your concentration skill under awareness. If you pass, nothing happens. If you fail, just a simple 1d6 humanity loss.
Concentration. 2 luck on this one.
Okay?
14.
Still not enough. So you roll 1d6, you lose 1d6 humanity points. That's it. When you jack in, he threw to the system. Okay. But, okay, now, Hibana, you notice Mao managed to actually jack in. As we actually discussed earlier. But, you notice because she's wearing her sunglasses, nobody is actually noticing her eyeballs probably like shaking as if somebody had just probed something up her ass. So, now, Mao is actually jacked. But you're actually staring there looking. But, Hibana, you're also standing next to Philip Williams. But at the same time, Philip Williams is actually enjoying the drink and then looking at Tsubaki on the stage preparing. But Philip Williams is also worried for Diana Fairview, as Philip Williams is a chief security officer that replaced Melinda herself. Well, she was fired literally by Elliot. So Now, as you're enjoying, you see Asher standing there looking at then Philip Williams. But before I go to your scene, now to Vendetta. Okay, Vendetta, you actually left the apartment to actually enjoy the drink here tonight and to see Subaki Lee singing together with Diana Fairview. But you know Diana Fairview has been taking some sort of drugs. You're not too sure what. But Subaki Lee is trying her best to actually comfort her and making sure that she's happy. Diana is actually heartbroken because of Haliman. So I'm gonna go to Haliman after you, Vendetta. So Vendetta, you see the rest of the people that you know. Hibana, Subaki Lee, and then Mao and Haliman. Wait, where's Haliman? I think Haliman is Haliman here. Let me see. Oh, Haliman's not here. Yeah, Haliman's on his way. Okay, Meta, you notice the crowd. It's not so much. It's not as much as the previous club, but it's good enough for you. But Subaki Lee, you notice that he's actually a bit worried. But you need to roll for your human perception on that, on Subaki Lee, and also on Diana Fairview. Veneta.
Yes, my best stat. Let's go.
Yeah. DV69, yeah?
DV69.
Mhm.
Let's go. Wow, look at that. I failed it by 57.
Alright, okay. Alright, you notice Subaki's face. He's checking his guitar, checking electronics, and you notice that Diana Fairview is like, hey, yo, waving,
Di-
waving left and right.
Diana's like groping Subaki or something like that, right? Like
Yep.
from what you said earlier.
Yes, touching his chest, touching his
Yeah.
ass, and so on.
The thing about Vendetta is that she didn't know about the thing going on. Like she doesn't have the context of, oh yeah, it's supposed to be Diana and Haliman, and she's not in the know about that. So she just looks at the situation, starts clapping, and does the the cat call whistle, and she's like, yeah, like concert romance, get it on.
All right, roll for your social skills conversation as you scream out loud.
Conversation.
Yes.
Interesting. Let's
Yeah,
see.
because there's no skill called shout out loud. Hopefully the new book that's coming out soon have that,
Damn. Let's go. Wow, lovely.
Right? Like you're like waving your hand, like woo! You notice the crowd here and here turning their eyes, looking at you, and then they're like, huh. Then after that they just turn back to Subaki. They're actually waiting for Subaki to actually start.
Mm.
But now, as you're screaming
Hold
out
on.
loud,
Vendetta gives a bombastic side eye to whoever that look give her like a dirty look. What you looking at, Chum?
You may have to play from Roll20 because the bot is not responding for some reason.
oh man, okay, doesn't matter. Okay, I'm just gonna choose later. I will tell. I got a few songs here. They're still on my server. All right. Okay, Vendetta. You look around for those that's actually giving you that dirty look. Okay, okay. You do a quick glance. Okay, just do a simple human perception check under social.
Yes, of course. I'll spend all my luck for this. No, I'm just fucking kidding.
All right. Okay, you took a quick glance. Well, you don't actually see anybody even bothered to look your direction, but you do notice this man over here, this bald-headed, muscular man looking at you and then winking at you and giving you that kissy lips, like that flying kissy lips to you, like that.
And Vendetta kind of catches the kiss and kind of puts it at her heart like that. Oh, that's so sweet.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah, and you can see like Woodchipper telling this man, like, hey, Richard, you know she's underage. It's like I like them young and ripped. That's what Richard Asgone is saying.
And Vendetta will turn away from Richard to play hard to get.
All right. Okay. All right. Meanwhile, Philip Williams, you're now in this bar talking to Asher. Asher was instrumental in giving you the coordinates of where Maelstrom was during the other group's episode, and you actually managed to get the convoy. You managed to get all the latest cyberware, all the latest weapons, and everything else, and give it back to Biotechnica Militech, Kiroshi Optics, and many more. They were happy building up their reputation with you and Hibana and also Asher. So during corporate meetings and many more, this will actually give you an edge. So now, Philip Williams, you can role play with either Hibana or Asher, but the
I
concept never.
will roleplay with Asher. Um, Before I speak to Asher, I would like to see how sober he is.
He's
Okay.
very much sober, I can tell you that much, as he doesn't
He's
drink a lot.
not a heavy drinker. He's not a drunkard. He's a gentleman type of fixer.
Okay. In that case, I look to him with a look of respect, and yeah, acknowledge him as a equal and say, well, at least I'm sitting with those who know to not get carried away like the others. As I just what do you call it? Subtly what do you call it? Move my head in a motion that in the direction of everybody else who's making a fool out of themselves.
Mhm. Yes, while waiting for the Waki. You do not know these people, but you do know for a fact that Hibana, when she first started, you are surprised to see that Hibana actually worked with these people before, like Mao Lin Yong, Subaki Lee, and you heard of a woman by the name of Midnight, but that's just her code name. But there was also the woman that was actually in the file given to you by Chaiman Mao, which is actually a person of interest.
So can you repeat the last part?
You also know that Hibana used to work with a woman called Midnight, which was
Okay.
actually in the files given to you by Chaiman Mao, which is actually a person of interest, POI.
Ah, POY and midnight.
Yeah, POI, person of
Okay.
interest. But Hibana knows this. So you can actually bring up this conversation with Hibana, and after you can bring up with this with Asher. But it's actually up to Hibana if she want to pursue this story, if she wants to, which is probably gonna be an assault on the nomads. Yes.
Okay.
But it's up to you actually. It's like
Okay.
you can role play with Asher, which is also Aizen's character, or Hibana, which is also Aizen's character. Or you can
Yeah,
role play in this
I want to
in this.
roleplay one at a time with Asher as well. I want to build rapport with the people that I think are actually worth my attention.
Mhm, yes. Yes, correct. Okay. Roleplay with Asher.
Asher. Asher. I'm gonna take my glass of whatever I'm drinking, probably whiskey.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna motion him to what do you call it? Shake glasses. I think that's what it's called, right? Yep. I'm gonna motion him to shake glasses. And then take a sip, and actually mutually take a sip. I'm like, so, other than drinking like this and just enjoying a good time, how do you like to spend your leisures or recreation?
Well, if it was up to me, I'd be, enjoying the high life with a couple of my fellow fixers as we gamble what we have set aside for our own personal pleasure at some casino while forging connections and exchanging clientele list with each other. I mean, I'd love to swap some couple of corporate clients for some rock stars, musicians, or even downright some politicians.
I see.
I narrowly avoided being killed, but yeah, that's the cost of doing business these days.
Well, I am protecting you and your life, which means, in a way, I have a lifetime of service of you giving me information. Correct?
It depends on the information in question.
I see. So there are many ways to be persuasive. Other
Even
than the most and then I observe his what do you call it, behavior, his body language, his eyes, his face.
Again,
Is that human perception? Can I
uh,
roll for human perception for that one?
Yeah, you can actually roll human perception. Let me, yeah, you go ahead while I drag out Haliman because I may have accidentally skipped his turn. All right, okay, 14. Okay, it's a pass.
So yeah, whatever he's feeling or anything, I can already perceive it. Correct? When I'm asking him these kind of questions.
again, depends on the information in question. You haven't asked your question, friend.
Okay, well, I'm asking the question now. See, I've been looking through the files that's been given to me to do my work, and there are quite a few interesting individuals that I have never seen or met or know anything about other than what was written in those files or what was printed on those files. But one particular name did stand up to me. Somebody by the name of Midnight?
Mm-hmm. What role do I have to do her to know about her? Unless I already know about her.
Are you talking about? Are you?
Midnight.
Is
You
this
live
Asher?
with
Dude,
Asher, Asher,
I'm very confused. Oh,
Asher,
all right.
Asher,
Okay, I was
Asher
like thinking.
is asking,
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah, about
I was like
this.
thinking, how come Ibana doesn't know? Thinking, all right, okay. If it's Asher, yeah, Asher have no
You want
idea
to
who
know
Midnight
why,
is.
Herbert? You want to know why? Because he roleplay both the character exactly the same. So obviously you can't tell the difference.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have to change your personality. So that's why I was thinking, is this Ivana or is this Asher? So, okay, for Asher to actually know about this, you actually have to roll for your fixer skill, but you can actually also roll for streetwise.
Okay. Let me just let's see. Streetwise is under education, right?
No, 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 no. Streetwise is under social skills. Your
Oh, okay.
character should
Oh,
be
yeah,
able
yeah,
to
yeah.
know
Oh, yeah,
this.
yeah. For Asher, since he has his own luck points, I'll use 3 of his luck points on his streetwise. Oh, okay, not bad.
Okay. It's a pass.
21.
Yep, yep, it's a pass. DV's 20. Okay, yeah. You heard about this woman, Midnight. Okay, you know about her. You know that she actually used to work for this crew that's currently here right now in this bar. And Asher, you even point Phillips William that the one particular woman that's very close to Midnight is just behind you. That's what you can do. Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, Himbana was literally sleeping with Midnight, not really sleeping with, but sleeping together in one apartment.
Yeah. He basically say like while not even blinking, he says, "Why don't you ask your own employer right behind you? Weren't they roommates at some point?"
And then I look at him, and then like, because I'm always slow to respond because I'm that kind of character. I don't like,
Mhm.
think straight away. I hear this and I think for a few seconds, like not reacting, and I'm thinking what to ask next, or thinking about what I'm thinking, and say,
I'm trying to think of what you're thinking right now.
yeah, just
Yes.
quietly
Think of
before
what
I
I'm
respond.
thinking.
So, and yeah, is that all that you know?
That's all I know about her currently. I mean, give me a day or two. I would say give me a maximum of a week and I can dig up any information about her, but depends on what I can find.
Because what I want to do is that, like, not metagaming, like, this is off of roleplay and off all of that. I know what's going to be happening to Asher, but, like, well, as a, what do you call it? Me, I know what's going to happen to Asher, but as a character, I don't know what's going to happen to Asher. So, I'm like, ooh, this guy has some interesting resources. I can possibly put him to my use, personal use. So I'm just trying to gain that because I'm already protecting his life, and like, you know where I'm going with this?
No, not really. You might have to explain it, but
No,
please
no, no.
explain.
As a player,
Oh,
I'm saying that I want
okay.
to take him under my own wing, informally.
Oh, you're gonna have to actually roleplay.
No, no, no. Like I want to use him without him realizing that I'm using him.
Oh,
Because
Okay, all right. Anyways, okay,
I'm just trying to slowly gain his trust and all of
okay,
that.
all right. Before going to that conversation, all right, Haliman, you arrive at the bar. You can see the number of your team is already here. Bar is actually quite filled up. As you actually walk through the front door, you saw everybody. You see Hibana at the counter there sitting with the new chief security officer. Because Mahinda Leo, you heard rumors that Mahinda Leo, the chief security officer, she was fired by Elliot. So both you and Mao heard this actually. Both you and Mao need to roll for deduction. DV20. If you lower than that, she was just fired. If it's higher than that, she was literally fired by Elliot. Okay, Mao, roll for deduction. Okay, yep. Yeah, she was just fired. She packed her bag and left Night City. That's all. But in truth, she was actually fired and her body dumped into the nearest dumpster. And that's it. Now, Kaliman, as you entered, you see Mao wearing her sunglasses standing next to a knot. You notice that she's shaking. Her legs is shaking as if she's dancing, like her booty is moving left and right. But in truth, Mao is actually like, you know, when somebody's jacking in, like their body is like shaking, like and stuff.
That
So
sounds like
that
they're
It's like
jacking off.
seizure. It's like a
yeah,
seizure. It's like a
yeah,
seizure.
Mao is jacking off. I mean, literally jacking off. So
Checking out.
Mao, not here in public. Vendetta like looks like just goes over. It's like, don't mind her. She's just a really thirsty little girl. That's
right. Okay,
all.
Aliman, you can choose to roleplay with Vendetta. If you want to see what, if you then you roll for human perception on Mao first. If you pass, you know that she's jacking in. If you fail, you're just thinking that she's actually jacking off and connected to the knot and having fun.
Oh, oh no, Zap, I hear. Do you want to roleplay
All right,
Vendetta?
all right,
Just thinking, oh
Aliman, you
fuck.
failed. You failed. You're talking to to Mao. Okay, Mao. Anything they do from here is gonna have a penalty. Okay, so because Haliman's talking to you. All right. Okay. Now, Mao, you're actually in the first data stream. It's actually trying to actually see the information. You can see the black eyes. You can see the demons, the number of demons actually. You try to actually see how to actually pass this security check. Now, Mao, I want you to roll for your technique skills, which is only security tech, but you have a penalty of -8. Because Haliman just walked over and slapped you on the back and said, "Hey Mao, how are you?"
No, 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 no. I'm a slap her. I'm a pinch on the cheek. Hello,
Okay, all right, okay, picture of the cheek.
Which cheek?
Yeah, which cheek? Left
left,
cheek, right cheek?
left cheek,
Okay, all right.
left cheek,
Face cheek or butt cheek?
Excuse
Yeah,
me.
face,
butt
Get
cheek.
your head out of the
Okay,
gutter.
you do but
face.
just to remind you, Haliman, the moment you declare butt cheek or cheek, just to tell you there's a view here, yeah? Okay.
Diena's gonna go ballistic.
Okay,
She's gonna take Subaki's Lee's guitar and flamethrower you. Okay, so
okay, okay. Fair
Wait,
enough.
my
Then
guitar is
I
flamethrower
just
now? Wait, my guitar is flamethrower now?
was it a grenade launcher or was it a flamethrower? Flamethrower, right?
flamethrower, flamethrower. Anyways,
Oh,
let me
nice.
rephrase.
Okay, I'm gonna
Let me
add
rephrase
Nice.
that.
flamethrower into. I'm gonna add
Let me rephrase
flamethrower
that.
into my.
I'm gonna
Let
add a
me.
flamethrower into mine as well, but it's just me literally chucking
Oh,
a Molotov.
Uh,
Cyrus, if you feel very uncomfortable, right? Get used to it. I've been with these guys since season 1, all right? So yeah.
Yes, live with it.
okay. Let me rephrase it. I'm just gonna slap her on her arm.
All right,
Hello.
okay. All right, on the arm. Okay. All right, okay, Mao, only a -4 penalty then.
There you
Since
go.
it's on the arm.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay, -4.
9.
All right. The moment she actually touches you on the arm, you see the statics, and you got checked out. You got pulled out from the knot. And then the moment you remove your sunglasses, you see Haliman in front of you. Now,
I was just having a good time, and you just have to break it.
So
okay. Haliman, just to tell you what actually happened within this 1 week, okay, after the incident, you worked day and night tirelessly looking for the people that blew up Strega's corporate office and injured Diana and also injured Dimitris. Dimitris is not in any hospital of Night City. She is hidden. Nobody knows where she is. It's as if that even Elliot doesn't know where she is. But Elliot currently right now, both you and Mao, both you and Haliman, Mao, and Hibana knows that Elliot is actually locking herself in her room and only taking personal orders and from either two people, which is Nightingale and Baba Yaga herself. But also during this time, you actually had led an investigation to actually check out what you know regarding a certain company and many more. There was a corporate meeting the other day, Haliman and Mao. The Hibana was the one that actually facilitated, and then after that, she was the one that actually talked to all those corporate leaders. But also at that same time, Haliman and Mao, the both of you actually check each and every one of them. Okay, now I want you two to actually go for accounting under education skill. First, accounting.
Accounting.
Mm.
Education accounting. I actually spent points on this. And what do you know? And what do you know? And
You only notice one thing though. There's a lot of money in Striker's account, but there was also something wrong with it. But also, Ibana, you can roll for accounting.
Okay, here we go. Accounting is on aside. Okay,
Education.
let's see. I'm gonna use 2 luck points on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Not
All right.
bad. 20.
Okay, during that time when Haliman and Mao was doing their research, you also did your research about Strega. Strega's losing money, losing a
Mhm.
lot of money on a number of stuff, which other corporate is actually not giving the money to because of low confidence during that time. But also now, I want three of you guys, Haliman, Mao, and Hibana, to roll for education skills businesses.
Okay.
businesses.
Okay, 13, 13. Okay. All right. Okay. You notice that the business that they are currently working for is the few big people. But you notice that Strega is actually pumping in money to an offshore account somewhere outside of Night City. But that's what Hibana knows. But currently, the security there is actually being controlled by Nightingale. You do not know. This type of information could actually lead Strega towards total bankruptcy. And even if you bring this up to the other corporate leaders and during corporate meetings, whoever have the money can actually buy Strega. So that's what you know, Hibana. So Mao Lin Yong and also Aliman actually knows this, but you need to get that data, but you're unable to go through because of the demons that's protecting the firewalls itself. And also, lastly, okay, roll for education skills, criminology, the three of you, because you guys were not okay. Two of you guys were not in the game, but roll for criminology. These kind of things, Subaki Lee will not bother, so that's why I asked her to roll
Oh, wow.
on a level 0. Okay,
Yep.
all right.
It's
Okay, criminology 16, 16. Okay, all right. Polyman and Hibana. Okay, Mao, you do know that's some important data within the system, but you need to actually retrieve it and to get that information. So, if you're able to retrieve it, you're able to actually bring this up with the mayor and with not NCPD though, because Haliman knows that NCPD now is actually under the control of Strega. But if Haliman can actually persuade his old lover and said that NCPD needs to actually bulk up, and or you need to actually throw the current chief of police, which is Haliman's former lover, out, then install a new one, then it will be possible. But during this time, that's what you know, Haliman. That's it. But you actually just disturb Mao to actually retrieve certain information to actually have that +1 modifier that simple +1 modifier. So now you have a +1 modifier when you try to actually hack into the system, into Strega's system. But here is just a ruse. But now Subaki Lee, okay, Holy Lonely Night, okay, duet version. Okay, Subaki, you strum your guitar, you notice Diana Fairview actually looking at the direction of Haliman. So now Diana Fairview can only give you that +1 bonus. So you play Holy Lonely Night. Then you started. Let me lower the volume a bit, just in case it might be too loud. Okay, now you played. Now roll for your charismatic impact, Subakili. You and Diana both sang the song. Okay. Now,
Damn.
okay, it's pass. Now, okay, after that, everybody start. You notice that the crowd started to actually go crazy, and they start singing. And then Diana Fairview also started to actually play her guitar and start singing together with you. Now, okay, Subakili, what do you want to do? While you're singing, what other actions you want to do?
Just scream out like, everyone, enjoy your night, and then just like just sing, and then it's like playing guitar and everything, and obviously trying to, but at the same time also while singing, but also trying to make sure that Diana is not over, like when you are a bit tipsy, you will start falling down. So it's like I'm making sure that she is not doing any of those things while she just like singing and then stuff for me. So it's like yeah, my attention is probably split because I'm trying to like entertain the crowd while still trying to keep Diana safe. It's like, God damn it, Diana, get yourself together.
Vendetta, as you walk closer, you see one man jump in front of you and start dancing together with you.
Vendetta jump. What the fuck? He's dancing. Hell yeah!
Okay, roll for your dancing, Vendetta.
I rolled.
Dance. It's been a while. Okay.
I rolled 18.
Alright, okay, you dance really
Vendetta
well.
jumps onto the fucking table and dances.
And the man is like in
And
front of you.
looks,
start
and kind of
dancing.
like looks at the rest of the crowd in like anticipation, like like with the eyes like, hey, it's like, hey, you guys gotta dance too, this party going.
Alright. You start doing that, you start cheering, you start shouting. You also like, you notice that Subakili is like singing. Now I want you to roll for your social skills persuasion.
Yeah, she at this point she just like side eyes at Mao and it's like, yeah, we're gonna distract them. We don't want like the intention to be on Mao there looking so fucking suspicious.
Yep.
There we go.
Alright. Okay, you notice the crowd started actually looking at you, and they also start to actually wiggle left and wiggle right. Okay, now I'm gonna go to Hibana. Okay, Hibana, you got
hold
one
on.
action. Okay, Veneta, one action. What?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what was that? What was that thing? Hold on. Give me a second. What was that? Yes. She's gonna start break dancing, spinning on this fucking table.
Okay, go
Yes.
ahead. Roll for dance.
Let's go. I'm spending 2 luck on this just for fun.
Okay.
It's good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
Okay.
with her triple katanas. Like I don't know why I would be doing this, but she's just dancing and just like spinning around like a fucking tornado.
They start spinning around like a fucking tornado.
Just trying to
Then
hype up the crowd.
Then others actually start jumping in from the crowd, and after they started to actually dance together with you. Okay, Subaki, you may need to choose another song because after the duet.
You just play whatever you have
go,
from your
Mao.
list, Herbert. You just play whatever you have from your list.
Alright, okay, let me choose. Alright, let me.
Yeah, maybe rumbling. I don't know. Rumbling.
Okay, now I think I believe it's Diana's turn, I guess. As she started to hiccup.
Hey.
This video is gonna be so copyrighted.
No, it doesn't
Yes.
matter. It doesn't matter.
Mhm.
So far, I have no strike yet, so I'm fine. Okay, while singing, okay, this song's to, as I noticed, okay, Haliman, she's actually singing. Okay, when you're actually talking to Mao, this song, actually, you know that she wrote this song just like for you. But now, Haliman and Mao, you're gonna rock you're gonna actually go into the knot. But now Haliman, you're there. You're gonna be assisting, actually helping Mao and Yong. Now roll for your security tech under technique skills.
Can I
Haliman.
choose not to help? Can I
Yeah,
choose
you
not
can
to help
choose.
her?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
choose. Haliman, Mao. Now roll for it. Security.
Cybertech, right?
Yeah. Yep. Cybertech and
so-
security. Whoa, that's not good. Okay. All right.
Yup.
Okay. You connect. You look at Haliman moving away and then looking at Diana, but you're connected. And again, you put down your goggles and you try to go into the security. But you're only getting this information so you can actually go into the mainframe itself in Strega's building and you can bring the fight to Nightingale. But you will need Haliman and also Hibana and Reno's help. But now, Hibana, to you. One action, what you do?
Do I notice what Mao basically tries to do?
You
Or
know
is
what
doing?
she's doing.
Oh, okay.
You know what she's doing. You're just trying to see that she can do it. That's all. But too many people at her location would arouse suspicion.
Definitely. She basically tells Reno to go, and she basically whisper him this: "Go give Miss Maolin Young an assistance to see if she needs her drinks to be filled out." Even though she, obviously, I think she has some bottles at her table, which obviously
No, no
there is-
bottle.
Oh,
No bottles. Just a cup. Just a simple cup.
Oh, okay.
Which she never touches. Which
Yeah.
Mao never drinks.
Yeah. So she basically tell him to go and check on her drink as he goes into to assist her and helps her out. So what does he have to roll?
Okay. From here, that you need to actually roll for your cybertech. Technique skill cybertech. Which I believe Reno should have.
Yep, technique skill cyber tech. Yes, he does.
Okay. You assisted. You assisted Mao. Okay, Reno. Mao, you notice that Reno is helping you out. This is actually Hibana's new entourage, new bodyguard, helping you out with everything that you need, and also a net runner. Okay, now also, okay, Mao, what do you want to do? One action.
Well, looks like your news. Looks like what do we have here? Hibana's new chum.
I'm just someone who is, checking on your drink, as they say.
Yeah, I guess you just check in more than that.
So,
Come on,
Yeah.
so
make. We gotta. Since we have the time, let's make one run.
Ooh, where did that music come from?
Oh, that's me actually. That's me. At least I know this bot is basically working. So let me just disconnect him from the chat. At least I know it's definitely working.
Excuse me.
Me.
Of course it works.
Sorry. Anyway, so what are we doing here? This is Reno role-playing with Mao.
Okay, don't try to hit on Mao. Mao just asked you, let's do a run. That's all.
Oh, okay. Definitely he will do it. So what does he
Okay.
have to roll?
Nothing. You
Oh,
just need a simple run. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, Mao, while the music is playing, you inside the system itself. You can see the walls is protected. This is the first security, you think to yourself. And then after that, you need to jump over from here to the other end. Okay, this is actually using personally. You need this is actually from the knot itself, because inside the matrix there are no physical abilities, just mostly net running. And after you can see the walls is actually just here, trying to prevent anybody from getting through the first firewall and the second firewall. But this system was created by Nightingale so that Elliot's file and personal data is well protected. Okay, Mao, what do you want to do? What action?
Well, Reno, welcome to Nightingale's little handiwork.
Well, someone definitely needs a decorative consultant. Seen better decor than this. Oh,
I don't have control over my token, by the way.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Basically walks to the edge and immediately notices the 20 foot
Okay.
the 20-foot space, and he's like, well, our work is definitely cut out for us, because once we clear the first hazard, which is the first firewall, we're gonna have to make a 20-foot long jump.
Well, have you heard of a thing called brain jump?
This is
Uh,
just a simple net run. Just
Mhm.
just a simple DV. There's no physical power or physical ability or
Mhm.
agility needed in the Matrix. You don't even
Yeah,
need to
it's
breathe
interfaced.
here. Yeah, it's just an interface, simple interface.
Yep.
But you
Mhm.
try to break through this interface, Reno. But since the Hibana is preoccupied, this is the only way you can go. This is the only stop. Going further is going to warn Nightingale that the system is compromised because everything needs to be done in one fell swoop. So that's the thing.
All
But
right.
Mhm.
if you can actually find out where Nightingale is actually staying, living, you can take it out physically. But right now, you have to fight him in his own domain.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, it's too dangerous to proceed.
Yep. He basically says, as soon as we cross this baby, whomever set it up will immediately know that there's intruders. This thing needs a thorough planning and even much more bolder execution from not only the two of us. We'll need at least one more, if not even two more, just to be on the safe side. But we need to do it in a
Okay,
precision.
Mao, roll for education skills deduction.
Education deduction.
Okay, you have seen this now. You have seen this floor. There are so many other floors. But you know Reno and Ivana is the only true netrunner. But at the same time, Haliman have been busy at work in his office to actually construct a special mechanism where not only yourself or only netrunners can actually jack in, but everybody else can also jack in and assist. And not only just netrunners. You just need to put a simple plug into your neural link and you're in. And that's it. So meaning that you, Reno, Hibana, Subaki, Haliman, Phillips, and even Vendetta could come in here. And you can even give yourself an alternate avatar, which is not this current avatar, but a personal avatar. So that just in case if you fail, nobody will notice you.
Oh yes, that sounds amazing.
That's what Haliman have been doing for the past 1 week. And also Haliman have always been busy trying to figure out what that 555 belt does. But as Diana and Subaki is busy singing, I don't want to put another third song, so just in case. So now,
Okay, in that
okay,
case,
Vendetta.
I can definitely play that song, the ambient noise for the club.
Yep, right. Okay, Vendetta. You're dancing, and then with others, the song is still playing. You know? They're still playing the same song over and over. You can see the crowd; they're all actually like very happy. And due to your break dancing, everybody's like fine. Now, okay, Vendetta. One action to you. What do you do?
I mean, Diana's kind of just like doing the whole like singing the song for Haliman right now, right? It's kind of
It's quite
fucking obvious.
common. It's very obvious.
It's very obvious.
Unless, of course, well, you can roll for human perception or deduction.
Yeah,
Human perception and deduction.
let's go with deduction. Let's see here. Fuck, why is my screen so zoomed in? Okay. There we go.
Yep, yeah, you pass. Yeah, you know that Diana actually wrote this song for Haliman.
Hmm.
But Haliman have never actually tried to figure it out himself. He just need to know for himself. While you head straight towards Haliman, Haliman is there. Subaki
Yeah,
and Diana are still singing around this time.
Vendetta, she doesn't just head straight to Haliman. She will jump from this table over to this table.
Of course.
Bend down at Haliman. It's like, oh, so sweet.
All right, roll for your body skills athletic first, where you jump from one table to the other. DV is quite low. DV is 69.
In the end, he gets a natural fail.
Let's go. Hey, fuck off.
Okay, you passed.
Ah,
Okay,
see?
all right, it's easily done.
As Vendetta just knocks over a few like random glasses from probably these dudes over here.
You see the man like, hey, I was drinking that.
It's like, fuck you, I'll buy you another drink later. She kicks one more over at him.
Okay, kick another one. It's like, hey, kick more. I like some upskirt, girl. You see one man looking at
What
you.
the fuck? Damn.
Kick more to us. Like, yeah, you see them sticking out their tongue as you're taking the water to their faces.
Damn, and she's like, yes, ignores them, kicks one more and just ignores them and looks at Halima and it's like, oh, that's so sweet. I wish I had someone like that.
Oh, it's me.
What?
Yeah, Aliman,
What?
Edita's
Aliman?
talking to you. I can't really hear you. Aliman, you need to speak up. Or maybe this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's this music's too loud. Let me lower up the music.
Yep, you can actually
Yeah,
lower the music for you.
I just fucking muted it.
I mute it because it's way too loud. Anyways, what?
The song! It's dedication to you.
Ah,
See the way she looks at you? And I thought, Diana and Tsubaki were a thing. I don't think so anymore.
hmm?
What?
Mirror for human perception.
Mm.
Where are you? Human
Human perception on Vedetta or human perception on Diana?
Diana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you? It's under. Where is it? I can't find it.
Social.
Alright, found it.
Damn, I don't know what happened between the two of you. But she
Wow.
looks really sad.
You look
But
at
I think she
Diana.
still cares about you.
Diana is actually okay. Tsubaki,
Totally murder.
Tsubaki,
Murder
roll.
Halima.
Yeah.
Tsubaki, roll human perception on Diana's Fairview and you look at her facial expression when Diana's looking at Haliman.
I personally murder Haliman, man.
Wait, it's time for this GIF again. Hold on.
Dense as hell. Dense as hell. I mean, I can't
I
blame
roll
Diana.
for it. I
Yeah,
roll for it. Alright.
Yeah. And Haliman deserves this again.
And Diana
Exactly.
looking, and Diana looking at Haliman that in that kind of expression.
Yes, you
Right.
dance, motherfucker. You can't like I don't know what the beef was it between the both of
Yeah.
you, cause
Haliman, you better start doing something with Diana, man. Otherwise, right, when Tsubaki Lee is gonna be sleeping, tired, she's probably gonna jump on Tsubaki Lee and have a brawling versus brawling.
it's like, come on. You know what? You know
Oh, it doesn't
what?
work.
I had my own fair share of little escapades in the past. So here's what. Since we've been rolling for quite a while, if you're so inclined, I'll be your wingman or lady or whatever.
Wing woman or wing
So-
girl.
Wing woman,
For what?
you know, to wing it.
Again,
It's
for
like,
what?
This Vendetta kind of points over to
I roll
So,
for human
Diana?
perception. No, wait. I roll for deduction.
You fail already. You have to roll for deduction.
No,
You have 4 negative
Yeah,
9. You
deduction.
know that's negative. Okay.
yes, finally,
Oh.
please.
Oh.
Yeah, Liman, you look at this young girl, Veneta, it's like, she's willing to be your wing girl. And she's willing to be your
What?
wing girl, so talk to Diana.
Better yet. Can I do this again? On stage,
On human-
dance with Diana.
Diana's busy dancing. So in order for you
Yes.
to talk to her, you need to
No,
roll for
I-
conversation,
He's
social
dancing. He's dancing.
I dance with her. I dance with her.
Let's
on the stage.
go. Yeah,
Yes.
let's go.
I'ma do
We'll
it
go
again.
on
I'ma
to
do
stage
it
and
again.
dance.
I'ma do it again.
Okay, roll for
Do it
dance.
again. Alright, I'm using 4 luck points for
Let's
this shit.
go. I'm
4
gonna
luck points
complimentary check.
on dance, huh? Alright,
Hold
4
on,
luck
I'm
points on
gonna
dance.
complimentary check. Give him a +1 by using my own dance to as kind of like a
Alright.
backup dancer wingman.
Yeah, it's a help check. Yeah, +1,
Yeah.
+1 bonus.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yes.
That's 21 because 1 from the help action and 4 from the luck
Ooh.
points.
Yeah. Kind of remind me yesterday, it's like in Naruto, one player was telling me, Herb, you're the only one that's asking us to use help or assist. I've been playing D&D for so long, now the DM actually asked us to roll for an assist. And I said, hey,
Because
assist
the
has been
DM sucks.
I said,
That's a normal thing.
I said the
But-
game is...
this is
Yep.
almost what what's it called? You see the image? It's like this is almost what Tsubaki gonna do to Haliman if he doesn't fucking realize what Diana is doing. It's like trying to almost trying to fight at him.
I roll
Yes.
for it. I
All
roll
right.
for it.
Okay.
You're gonna bash
Now,
someone. You're gonna beat his face in with a fucking mic.
okay, you
Yes.
both of you are dancing there next to Diana. Diana's actually busy singing. And then after that, you're still there. You notice that Diana's actually putting her arm around Tsubaki. And then she's holding the mic, while Tsubaki is holding the guitar and the mic. So Tsubaki, to show what Diana's trying to do. But you do notice that Haliman and Vanetta is on the stage and dancing as you all were singing. Roll for people.
This is while Diana is hugging her, quote unquote hugging him, and then it's like while I'm playing the guitar. I am so close on throwing the fucking mic at Haliman. I am so close on throwing the mic at Haliman.
Or point the flamethrower at him. Burn! And create a new character. Okay.
Damn.
Like you
Alright.
stand over there.
Okay, anyways, all right. Philip Williams, you notice that this man, Haliman, which is actually your chief engineer for Strega, is actually on the stage dancing with this young woman called Diana Fairview. But you know, Diana Fairview is like you check on the file, you check on all her files, is all being rubbed off. You know those black marker that marks her names and her age and her origin.
Redacted.
You
Redacted.
check the files about Diana Fairview. Everything's being redacted. Everything about her. There's nothing that you know about Diana Fairview. All you know is she's just a singer for Strega. Other than that, other than her age, her name, and everything else is there. But everything else, all the information you try to check, both Mao has tried to check about Diana. She is a mysterious person that you do not know about. The only thing you know about, Philip, is you must protect Diana with your life. That is what Dimitris Sobeski wants you to do. And that's the reason why you were flown here from New York to do. Other than being the chief security officer, Diana Fairview is a high importance person. Okay, Philip, what do you want to do?
I want to talk to. Wait, is Diana here or is she not here?
She's on the stage.
On the stage.
Hang on, I gotta find her on the
Have you
stage.
not been have you not been paying attention?
She's the
No,
white
no, no.
shirt chick.
I know what Diana looks like. I know what Diana looks like. I was just
Yeah,
seeing
she
where
has
she
been on
was.
the stage. She has been on the stage since the beginning.
Okay.
In the beginning.
In the beginning.
In the
Well, I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
not-
walk up.
All right.
I'm gonna walk
Okay.
up and I'm just gonna cross my arms and I'm gonna watch Diana
All right.
quietly.
Okay, you watch Diana quietly. Okay. All right. Okay, then that's done. Okay, now going back. Okay, Subaki, your turn. You're still singing. Diana's actually putting one right arm over your shoulder. That's about it. While holding with her left hand the mic while she's singing the song. But you notice that Vanetta and Halima are just dancing on the stage like some weird fad, because only singers are supposed to be on the stage. What you gonna do? Kick them both down.
No. I assume that this is the meat of the concert or meat of the performance, and I say that let's welcome our best friend and our best audience, Vendetta and Haliman. Tell me, Haliman, how have you been doing these days? And I just just shove the mic at his face.
Ah!
Go, put yourself there.
Busy. I'm just gonna keep dancing beside
I
you now.
Put yourself
assume that.
there.
Wait.
You're
Put
there
yourself
now.
next to me. Put yourself here. Yeah, okay. And I say that. So, how have you been doing, Haliman? I assume that your work is not taking up all your time, right? It's like you can see that he is a bit like unhappy because of how you are taking away the time to supposedly take away your time to spend with Diana. And it's like I'm sure that you did not forget about someone, right? It's like I just
Of
shoved the
course
mic
I-
at his face.
Of course
It's
I
that
did. I'm doing
person
this-
I was talking about.
Of course I didn't forget about her. I always remind myself her.
Okay.
Then I just
So
say
Vakili,
that.
roll for your charismatic impact.
Oh dear God, hold on.
Come on, you can do it. See, it's
The
better.
crowd starts screaming, and they start screaming, "Who is her?" They start screaming from the crowd, "Who is she?"
Then and I'll just pass the mic to him. Here, Haliman, I think this is a time that you should confess about your true feelings. Tell everyone that what do you truly feel. Tell her what you truly feel, and tell her what you truly felt about her. This is
You
your
see,
time.
you see this man.
I'll give you the
see this
mic.
man
I'll
over
give you
here?
the mic,
You see
and
this
I'll
man
just
over
walk
here
down the
start
stage.
screaming. You see this man over here start screaming, "I love the little girl." Woo.
You shut up. This is not about you. Shut up. It's about you. And don't you dare touch my little fan. It's like I'm doing the eye thing her butt at whoever the fan is. Like, this is my little fan. It's like, and then I'm hugging her, and then like I'm petting her aggressively.
Yeah, I mean, meanwhile, Vendetta just like a little chihuahua down there, like yeah.
You see Wood Chipper head over to Richard Asgorn, and after that, then he said, "You never got any chance with women, Richard. You can forget about it." But for family, he said. Screw
And then
family.
her
That's what Richard said.
If you like,
then
if you
her
want a
butt-
little girl, make a family, and you'll have.
Oh, wow. But I
think that's so dumb.
usher Vendetta down. I was like, "Psst, let's get down. Let's give them the space and the stage to them. All right, let's get down."
Yes, let's go.
All right,
let's go.
okay.
As, before that,
Aliman,
you got
okay,
this,
Aliman. This is
got
now
this.
it's like you they can assist. Okay, the assist rule actually is there. They can assist, giving you that confidence in terms of your persuasion, conversation. Okay, let's see how lucky Haliman is here compared to your elf character. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
I Vendetta gives you encouragement, pats you on the back, just like you got this, Chum, as I gets off the stage.
Please click me. Please click me.
Okay. You
Okay,
see
I click
Rogue.
myself.
You see Rogue at the other end and said, "Quiet, guys, quiet, everybody quiet. He's trying to say something." And then you see one person. Then you see one person that starts screaming, "You can do it!"
Can I just kiss Diana? Be done with it. Kiss
Oh,
and just
Yes!
I love
You
her.
try to do that, even worse, man. So, okay, you try to approach Diana and try to actually grab her and also kiss her.
Politely.
Roll for. Okay, first you need to
Brawling.
roll for. Okay, you need to roll for. Oh, what the hell? Okay, roll for conversation.
I'm used to luck on this.
Okay, then
Use
click on
all
go.
your luck.
Alright, okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
I will
Oh, no,
lend
no.
my luck to
Oh,
you.
the luck. Oh, the luck.
You need to.
Okay. Anyways,
Do you allow
Zars,
this?
Zars, just to tell you, okay, this love thing has been around since season 1, and only now at season 3 that push it. So Diana Fairview has been around since that season. So
By the way, Herb, do you allow that? Because I was asking if I could lend all my luck to Haliman.
Oh.
Oh,
It's not-
okay.
it's
So
not
while
a black
doing
and a
that,
white.
Marcus is gonna be walking up.
Herb. I know I passed the mic to him. I know I passed the mic to him, but I'm just gonna take another mic and I know he's very dense. So I just like pretend to use I just pretend to voice like Halima and say that, "Diana, I love you. I know I have been very dense and I have not been accepting your feelings for the past couple of months, but please forgive me because in the deepest part of my heart I know that you are the one that belongs to me and I'm the one that belongs to you."
Did
And-
Subaki
and-
say that to Diana?
No, I'm trying to voice like Halima to say that to help him say that to fucking Diana because he's so fucking dense.
Okay, let
Okay.
me say it. Let me
Diana.
say it. Diana.
Diana points to you, Haliman, when you try to actually approach her. She pushes you away. And then she points at Subaki Lee because Subaki is holding the mic. And then Diana is then telling you that even Subaki Lee, she speaks out and points to you, knows how to actually express his feelings to someone that knows it. Unlike somebody that's dense. I believe that all this time and all these years, I thought that I was with somebody that I know that I could trust, somebody that I could actually live with. But you don't understand what the true feelings actually mean. You don't understand. You never knew. And everywhere you go, women follows you.
I
And then she takes her.
stop her
And
and
then
grab her hand.
roll for
Grab her,
brawling.
both of her. Brother.
And just
Where do
punch
I-
Diana in the
Yeah,
face.
she opposes
No,
you
no.
by
No,
you try to grab her.
I'm
She
just kidding.
just roll for brawling.
Rolling is under fighting.
Oh, yeah, fighting.
Brawling.
Yeah, just a simple grab. You try to grab her. Okay, you fail. She pushes you away. Okay, Philip, you notice. Okay, Philip, roll for your human perception. Philip.
Human perception.
Yeah, under social skills. You notice Diana's moves. You saw her grab Haliman's hand, and after she pushes her away skillfully. She don't show it though, but you know that Diana's actually well trained, and Diana's actually well trained by Dimitris. She's actually a really good fighter. She just doesn't show it.
Can I at least say this?
But okay, Haliman, you notice that the chief security officer, Philip Williams, approached you. He got up the stage and went straight towards you. Okay, William. Okay, Philip, it's to you. It seems that Haliman is trying to approach Diana. You do not know the history of these two. You do not know that Diana actually loved Haliman, but you don't know that Haliman have a history with Diana. You're just her security officer, trying to stop this from happening. Okay, Philip, you can roleplay.
It's like, and then I got to Harlem and it's like, look, I don't know much about what happened. It seems like something has been going on between you two. But I'm just gonna be doing my job, and I will gently, and with the most amount of civility I can muster up, ask you politely to move a few steps back.
Okay, roll for conversation, Haliman. This is to the crowd, not to Halim. Roll for conversation, Philip. Philip, roll for conversation. Okay, you see the crowd down below the stage and say, "Boo! Let her speak. Let him speak." People down the stage will
Boo! You hear a voice from behind you.
say.
It's like I
Yeah.
tried to. Oh, can I try to cover the task? I was like, shut up, shut up. It's like,
Okay, Philip.
shut up,
Philip.
shut up.
Okay, you can roll for your perception. You know this young girl is just behind you saying, "Boo." But okay, Haliman, you
Perception.
notice. Yeah. Okay, Philip can roll for. Right. Okay.
I mean, obviously she's behind you. She's like
Right.
literally breathing down
Right.
your neck.
Okay, Haliman, as you try to speak to Diana, Philip Williams is next to you and telling you that this is inappropriate. Now, okay, Haliman, to you. This is between Haliman and Philip, okay? Philip, this is the first time you actually really talked to Haliman. And Haliman, this is really the first time you actually saw Philip. You know Philip was hired to replace Malinda Hio, which was fired. But now, he's here to protect Diana. Okay, Haliman, to you.
Please, just give me a few more minutes with her. I'll be down on the stage quietly afterwards.
Okay. Roll for conversation against Philip Williams. Okay, conversation versus concentration. Okay, Philip Williams, roll for concentration under awareness. If you fail, you listen to Haliman.
Yes, Haliman's best stat, yes, of course.
Nah.
No, Philip Williams refused to go down. So it's like you told Philip Williams, you're like, nope, you're not gonna let this be.
I'm not
well, I
this
don't,
be
sir.
either.
So this is your first and final warning. Step down from the stage, away from Diana.
Diana looks to you, Philip, and said, "It's enough, Haliman. This was the worst choice to start a conversation. Myself and Subaki is trying to actually win the crowd during the Iron Fist tournament competition. So what you're doing right now is inappropriate. If you want to speak to me alone in the apartment, in the building where both me and Subaki are writing our songs. If you want to speak to me when Subaki is around. I feel more comfortable when he is there with me." Okay, alright, Haliman, roll for your concentration skill awareness. If you fail, you get humanity loss. You're heartbroken when you heard what Diana said. "Subaki next to me, I feel safer.
Haliman! Why? Why are you doing this to yourself?
Yamero.
Yeah,
Where's
man.
that?
Yamero.
Awareness, skill, concentration. If you pass, nothing happens. If you fail, you lose humanity points. Okay.
Oh,
Well,
you take
this
it
you
like
got.
a
This you got.
man.
Hey,
This you got
why
critical
did you
lah.
get
Okay.
this? Why did you get this in the past? Come on, why now? Why on this shit thing?
He takes it like a man. And a manly one,
Oh,
too
you
bad.
bug.
Alright.
Too bad it's
Okay.
not 30. If it's 30, he'll be like, it's okay. Girls come and go.
Okay. Anyways, Aliman, you stop the song. Tsubaki Lee is like stop, and Diana looks to you, Tsubaki, and she said, You shouldn't have given him the mic, Tsubaki. We should actually just sing." Then
Before
after that, then Diana turns to Philip.
Wait, I apologize, Diana. I'm so sorry, Diana. I shouldn't have let this happen. I was hoping that you and Diana could you and Halima could mend back, but perhaps that was a wrong decision on my end. I'm so sorry, Diana. I should have put you in such a position in the first place. Forgive me, Diana. And I will roll for my
Diana,
conversation and
roll for your conversation. Roll for your conversation. She comes down from the stage. Okay. Then she looks to you, Tsubaki,
Those
and then
of
she
a
said,
cowboy.
then
Take a
Diana
chill
said,
pill next time.
It's alright, Tsubaki. Aliman shouldn't have jumped up the stage. Vendetta shouldn't have pushed him to go on the stage. Then Diana walks closer, and Philip is blocking you, Haliman. And Diana is now behind Philip. And then Diana then speaks to you, Philip. Then she said, Philip, please bring me home. I feel uncomfortable.
You just see Hibana like,
I say, yes, man, let's go. Take the lead, and I'll make sure that no one.
All right, Hibana. Okay, Hibana. This was a disaster.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that Vendetta pushed Haliman up to the stage, and the crowd is unhappy. They needed more. They wanted an encore. They wanted to hear more from Haliman. But Philip jumped on the stage and asked Diana to calm down. And now Diana is actually also unhappy. And now the crowd is like, "Boo! We want to hear what he have to say." Boo! Okay, now Hibana to you. Do you want to let the crowd listen to what Haliman have to say, or do you bring Diana back to the office to Straga's headquarters and start again in another concert hall?
She's gonna basically mitigate this PR nightmare as she basically, with her Rude and Sang and Reno, she basically, like to them, she basically says, "This is a nightmare. Call the limo. We better take her home, and I want Diana in my limo with me." The PR department is gonna have a field day with this tomorrow morning, trying to mitigate this disaster. And I can already see the headline on TMZ.
It's TMZ. There's no TMZ here. But anyways, okay, Philip, you brought Diana together with you, but Tsubaki Lee, you can still do something. It's like for the crowd. What do you want to do, Tsubaki?
If I still have the mood to continue. Yeah, wait. What would have been the concentration? Yeah, let me just roll for concentration. See if I want to
Yep, when
continue.
Yep.
Nope, I
Oh
don't
my
feel like
god.
continuing.
No.
I don't feel like
God.
continue.
Alright.
I'll just say that I'll just put the mic back into the stage, and I say that the concert will conclude for the time being. Thank you for everyone for coming. I'm so apologize for the disaster, but it seems that the concert will conclude for the time being. Thank you for supporting both me and Diana, but this will be it. Thank you. And I just drop the mic and I just walk away.
Right, you drop the mic, and after that you go away. After that, the most of the crowds they were like, "Oh my god, bummer, man!" And then you see these two friends like Dio and Bonnie. I was actually hoping for Suaki and Diana to actually hit it off, but well, and Dio was like, well, time to head off." Then they also left. Then the crowd also start leaving. And then Richard has gone and walk over. Then you see this man over here, Putin Vladimir, speak. Oh, this is disappointing. I believe I go to other club and enjoy there.
Fuck off!
Oh, little girl, don't chase me away. And he starts running off. The crowd started to disperse. And then, okay, Ruth and Sang also left. But after that, Then, now, Mao Lin Yong, to you, the crowd slowly leaving. What do you want to do? They're all heading
Well,
back to headquarters. Your place is now also at Strega HQ. You're no longer staying in a dump. You're staying in a really good apartment building near of Strega itself.
Is it as good as?
well,
Oh, okay.
Who?
Mao,
well,
what
I
do you want
thought,
to do?
I thought we are still staying at, who, uh, Remy's apartment.
It's no longer Remy's apartment. It's Hibana's apartment.
Oh, you bought
Oh.
the apartment already, yeah? Yeah, I forgot
Yes.
about that.
You don't know, is it? Remy actually sold it to
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Hibana.
I forgot about
Yes.
that.
Yeah, cause obviously Hibana is the one Remy trusts. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yep.
yeah, so continuing. Let's get to it.
Okay, Mao, what do you want to do?
Well, since there's nothing I can do about Nightingale stuff, maybe I just head back to my room in Hibana's apartment.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, you have your own place inside Stray Guy itself, so you head back. It feels safer also because there's always a target at your back. Now, okay, you also left. Okay,
With my
after that,
motorbike.
yeah, with your bike, yeah, head straight to Stray Guy. Side by side with the limo, though. Okay, as you ride on the road, Mao, you can
Oh,
see.
again. I'll just write with Mao or
Mhm.
whoever again.
Mm-hmm. You always ride in the limo, actually, Subaki, because it's more for your character, it's more for your person. So because when people see you riding a bike,
uh,
your reputation is not gonna be good.
it's
Fair
okay.
enough.
I'm not exactly caring about my reputation. I
No,
much
do
prefer.
you even have a reputation?
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what? You
Yeah,
know
I
what?
don't
Do
exactly
the
care
next
How?
about.
best thing. Ride with Richard Asgon.
I'm not even. I'm not caring about my reputation at this point. I just want to make sure that my whole entire purpose in Strega is
Ride
was
with
was
me,
to
Subaki Lee. I'll take care of your gear stick if you want me to.
Oh God.
Ooh.
oh
ma'am,
my.
ma'am, this is a Wendy's.
Would get yourself together. You're not like this. You're better than this.
ma'am, 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 if you would mind, I wouldn't mind, I guess.
She's
And
drunk. She's drunk. Sorry about that. We're just gonna drag out, but I'm willing to drive you home, little girl. As I noticed, hey, walks
Oh
away.
God. Man,
I,
this.
I just, you
Yup.
should know that, I'll always not want to ride in the
Yes,
limo
you will
together.
always ride with Mao, but Mao, okay, Tsubaki Lee and Mao, as both of you were riding side by side with the limo, as you turn to the limo, you can see Diana's a bit angry. You're not too sure about her other expression. Because you're riding side by side, you always make sure Diana's always safe. So now roll for your human perception. Well, Vendetta goes back to the apartment anyways.
Oh, I'm getting the lost kids somebody to just tail behind. I don't want them to like just in case there's any trouble.
Alright,
It's for
okay.
support. So
Right.
I'll just tail behind them.
Alright, tailing behind. Okay. You're heading behind the simple car, heading straight to Strega. But Vendetta, you can only reach up to a certain point, which is the front gate, which is the security checkpoint, because they refuse to let you in. So only people
Yeah,
like
until after then. Until after
yeah,
then I'll head off.
yep, yeah, head off to the apartment. Okay, Subaki Lee. Okay, Mao, you didn't roll for human perception, but Subaki Lee, this is what you noticed that Diana's a bit
No, I have
sad. You
eyes,
notice
the eyes on the road. So
Okay. You notice the tears in her eyes. Hibana, you can also roll for human perception because you're there with Diana. Okay, Haliman, you're probably riding your own vehicle back, also towards Strega.
we walk back up.
Yeah.
Jalan
Yep.
kaki balik.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, no, this is what happened to Haliman now. Walking back to Strega, on foot, heavy rain falling on him, sad music in the background, and then so
And
on.
then a wet cat walk past, a wet black cat walk past him.
Wait. Let me. Mhm.
Wait, and does he coincidentally say, "Is it raining?" Yes, it is raining.
And then a wet black colored black head cat just walk past him.
I don't know whether this is gonna get copyright or not, but okay, nope. Okay, Aizen, I want you to It's like
Mhm.
too bad I don't have the scene. It's okay. I should have made a sad scene where so like Halima like walking under the rain. Okay.
You missed
I
your
could pause the video.
opportunity.
Yeah, you missed it. It's like a golden opportunity.
Retcon, do it. Retcon, do
Retcon
it.
it,
Fuck that
do
shit.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
Potential.
I can pause the video actually if you want to.
Yeah, pause the video.
You can
Zaf,
go.
Zaf,
You can
Zaf.
go. You can
All
go.
right. Okay. Zaf, okay. Haliman, after what Diana have done to you, as you walk out from the club, the rain was your only companion as you walk towards the convenience shop. You're not too sure who you're gonna see, but as you walk slowly, you feel as if that tears wanna flow from your eyes. Roll for awareness skill concentration. If you fail, tears like flow straight down to your cheeks. But you clench your teeth and think, no, I am a man. I will never cry over a woman. But you needed a cigarette, Haliman. You have never smoked
No,
before
no,
in your
no.
life.
I need a cigar, not a cigarette. Cigar.
You need a cigar, even better, even stronger. And as you enter the shop, you see a man standing on the counter and said, "Hello, Macha. Hello, Macha. You look like you're actually really sad today. So, I want you how to roleplay this Indian man."
Hello, namaste. Hello, namaste. Welcome to my little humble shop. It's raining out there. You better take good care of yourself. But anything you like, don't forget to pay.
Give me the real
Right.
best cigar.
You want cigar? We don't have cigar, but we have very, very good tobacco that we roll. Yeah, you have to roll yourself there.
Boleh lah. Bagi aku dua.
You want two of it? Okay, two dish of tobacco. Okay, I'll give you the paper for free.
Terima kasih.
Don't forget, pay 50.
50 boleh.
I don't know why I also understand your language.
Take a penny, leave a penny. Take a penny, leave a penny.
All right. Hey, Haliman, you
Yeah.
took those two tobacco, you paid him, and then you lighted it up, and then you walk out. Again, under the rain.
Alright.
You think to yourself, what have you gone? What have you been doing all wrong all this time? But as you walk out that door, Haliman, you accidentally bump into a woman. As she fell down on the wet pavement itself, you look at her. Do you offer your hand to pick her up, or you just look at her like, "Hey, you deserve it"?
I'm not in the mood to be evil. I just have to.
Mm-hmm. You
I'll help her
pick her up. Then she looks at you. She say thank you. And you see this woman has like look at you and smile, and then walk into the convenience store. And then she out, "Saja Patel."
Hey, C3, how's it going?
Nama saya KD Oda lah. Bodoh. He speaks up.
Hey, you always call yourself C3, huh? No, joke. Yeah, what you want?
And then while you're having conversation, Haliman, you heard this conversation, and then you walk. That's like under the rain itself. You didn't decide to actually take any taxi or combat taxi. You just
I
decided
just
to actually walk from the executive zones itself straight towards Strega as you slowly ahead. And then after a while, the next day, you went back to your apartment and everybody then rested. But okay, Aizen, you can stop the music. Okay, next day at the corporate office. Okay, so
Somebody
Baki
gonna
Lee.
get hurt real bad.
Okay, so Baki Lee and then Diana. You're inside the room, guarded by Shinra security officers. They always make sure you're always safe. But Tsubaki, you know that Diana's very unhappy and she's sad. She didn't talk to you much though, as you actually head out from the apartment. You head out from the room, and then she just sat there, took a cup of wine, and started writing her songs. As you sat there looking at her, you strum your guitar, trying to find the right tune, the right music. The concert last night was not much of a disaster. Sure, the crowd was happy, but the crowd just wanted to hear from Haliman. But it's just that you're unable to actually get through Philip Williams. The security officer is tough. But not because the reason that he hated you or hated Diana or what, but Philip Williams just concerned for Diana's safety. Philip Williams was always there to make sure that the whole company itself is safe. And then you stare at Diana, Subaki, what do you want to do?
I just look at Diana. I just gonna roll for. I'm gonna roll for human perception, see if she's in the mood to talk to me or not.
All right.
13. Is she in the mood to talk to me?
Nope, it's quiet. She's just writing a song in Japanese and mixing it with English. You notice that. She's writing
Then
it
I just
down.
I just maintain quiet. I just maintain quiet, and I just hum a few. I just hum a few words, a few
Mhm.
songs, and that's it. Because I don't want to. I don't want to. Not to say antagonize, but I don't want to make situation worse because I know that last night I already done things that it's not in the favor of her. So I'll just continue keep quiet and just hum few more words and try to like get the tune into it.
All right. Okay. After that, okay, now to Hibana. Hibana, here inside the meeting room. You see Uncle Bob Chan sitting there, looking at you, Hibana. They said, Hibana, I've always wanted to talk to you about a certain thing that I always wanted to bring up. It's much of a concern of mine, but it was also a concern of Dimitris when Dimitris was the vice president of Streka.
Which is a concern of Demetrius is definitely going to be a concern for me to look up into. How can I help you?
This concern is regarding the item that was found at Remy Chan's apartment. It's belongs to my company, but it seems that I am unable to speak the truth, and now Elliot say it is actually Strega's belongings and not mine. Can you check and look into this? I know that I've checked the information and regarding the land title and also the title, it's now under your name. Am I correct?
You mean the building in question? And yes, the building is under my name. I legally own it.
Why are you letting orphans and vagabonds and uh, and homeless people to stay in your building?
One, please don't call them that. And second, they're not staying there for free without doing anything. They are simply my little birdies and eyes and ears into the street. They may stay there for free,
Roll
but
for conversation.
okay.
You may need to use all your luck for this.
Uh, I have 4 luck points. I'll use. You know what? I'll use all of them. I'll use all of them.
Okay, you
Yeah,
can choose either
baby.
conversation or persuasion.
Let's see. Both are the same, but I have a
Okay.
higher level in my conversation than my persuasion. But yeah, here we go. Oh man!
Ah!
Lovely.
Even with my 4 luck points, it's a
He
12.
only matched it by one.
Yeah,
Matched it by one.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's only 12. I mean,
All
12
right.
is better than nothing.
Bob Chan and said, I want you to talk to Phillips Williams. I want you to remove those bus from the building. I want to put my people. I want to put tiger claws and steel dragons inside.
And what benefit that would be, Mister? Sorry, Uncle Bob. What benefit that would be for the building as a whole? They have to look into.
Better business. Better business between you and me. There is something inside that I want to actually proclaim that has been rightfully mine from the beginning. But, he speaks, is Mao in the building?
She should be checking on the IT situation. But if it's an item you want, I can always dispatch my security to have it procured for you.
No, 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 no. He puts his finger at you. This one I want Mao to look into.
Okay. She basically like pressed the ding on the touchpad table, and she simply say, Would somebody please get Miss Malin Young to the meeting room? And like ding ding dong.
Nope. It's like then you hear one of the women that's like downstairs, like on the bottom floor, and said, "Yes, ma'am. Yes, sure. It's like we'll be heading up to pick Mao up." It's like and yeah, sure, urgently. But after a while, then Bob Chan and looks to you, Ibana, and said, hmm, "I would like to actually meet up with your security officer, Philip Williams." But Ibana, you know that Philip Williams is actually within the security room. Philip Williams is actually in this room itself, and then you are currently looking into all the security cameras, all the buildings, Philip Williams, and all the officers that's actually using their firearms and all their armor and all their weapons are in tip top shape. But Philip Williams, you know that Mr. Bob Chan, or Uncle Bob Chan, to people refer to him, is in the building and is in the meeting room together with Hibana. And he's the only corporate leader, corporate VP right now, which is here. So now, Philip Williams, what do you want to do while waiting for Mao to actually come up?
I'll probably, because Hibana's like a one level above me. I'm looking at what's going on there, and I'm calling on the radio if I've got a radio or something like that, something to communicate with Hibana. I'd say, Hibana, what is going on there? Is everything all good?
Hibana's
Hello?
quiet.
Hello.
Yeah. Are you talking to me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I just zoned out for a moment.
Philip, paradox to Hibana.
Mhm.
Seems like there's some activity going on where you are. Do you need my presence? What's going on? I need a sit rep. Sit rep means situation report.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. She basically tells you to please come to the meeting room.
And then I say, Roger, over, on my way. And I'll move to the meeting room.
All right. Well, you move to the meeting room. Okay, Mao, you just arrived in the elevator. Hibana is actually asking you to head straight towards the conference room.
All right. Walking along. Right. Mm. Looks like this new place still has some new toys.
Yep. You see, everywhere you go, Himao is filled with Shinra officers. Hibana changed the security officers into Shinra itself with new uniforms.
And is this a corporate office or is this a military installation?
Both.
Even military and Kang combined don't have this kind of firepower. Just to be honest.
But you enter the room as the door opens. And then you see Uncle Bob looking at you and said, "Ah." He got up from his chair and he offers up his arm, and after that, giving you a hug. Mao.
Uncle
have
Bob,
You have come a
now
long way.
now what kind of weird wind blows this direction? Huh?
Uh,
Hopefully
people
not your
always say,
flatulence.
people always say, Mao, he speaks out. When somebody farts, the wind blows it to the other person's face and they can smell shit. So that's how we act right now. The wind blows and shit happen. I heard stories that Remy Labu sold the apartment to Hibada. We checked the report. It says that Elena was asking for a tremendous amount of money to be given to her, and then she asked Remy to leave Night City to be safe, away from all the danger.
Um, that's the gist of it. Uncle Bob. Not know much of the details for me.
That's the problem, Mao. Sometimes when your body is here, but your soul is elsewhere. Nobody is control of your body when your soul is elsewhere. In other words, he's saying that when you as a player cannot make it for a session, you are out of control. So Then he speaks out. He speaks in wisdoms. He speaks in weird words like your body is here, but your soul is not. And then he said, "But Mao, I asked you here and together with Philip to actually go to the apartment that's owned by Hibana to check out the current issue that they have. But I believe that only you can. It would require someone of a particular skill like yourself to actually head into the information node and retrieve the information needed.
What is that kind of information? Just some homeless kids.
It is something of a belonging of mine that was actually taken away by a former employee of Streka. It is a belt with the initial number of 555 that belongs to the company.
555
Okay,
belt. The thing is
okay,
not
both
six
of
six six
you,
belt.
okay, Mao and Hibana roll for deduction. Fail, you have no idea what this is. Pass, you will know what it is.
Education deduction.
1 point away
Hibana,
from
Hibana
success.
fails. Mao pass. Okay. Mao, when he mentioned 555, you remembered that Remy actually gave it to Haliman. It's a sort of a belt, but you do not know what this belt is. So maybe Uncle Bob Chan loved to be fashionable.
Well, I don't know
Maybe
about.
maybe it's one of those fashionista type belt that glows in the dark. You think to yourself.
No. Now I'm gonna throw a jest at him. Wow, never knew you
Oh,
got yourself worked out for a belt. Is this some kind of latest fashion?
and then Mr. Bob will look at you. Mao, you know about it. Where have you seen it?
No, heard of it.
You know where it is? It's with Haliman right now, actually.
Yeah.
In the yeah, in this room. I mean in this building.
Down below in the
Well,
IT section.
Yeah, down below.
a belt. If you ask a belt, I know Strega don't do fashion, but if you're looking for a particular belt, maybe ask Haliman about it. Maybe he knows.
Bob Chan looks at you, Mao. He raised an eyebrow. Ah, young Haliman. He knows
Maybe
about it.
maybe he knows about it. Not that I've seen before.
Ah, now I'm intrigued and interested. Where is this Haliman? When Haliman is there, like drinking wine.
No. Herb, let me know. He's there, but he's just focused on work and keeping the bell close to him. Because to him, that's mine now, no one else. Because he's
Mhm.
depressed and angry. Really depressed.
Well, I don't know. Taliban did not follow us back home. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he got mobbed by Booster again, and then whatever. I don't know. Didn't see him around.
Security has him logged in to at his station at work precisely at around 8 a.m. So he's still there. I could have the secretary to bring him over.
Bob Chan said, he got up from his chair. No, I want to personally head towards your R&D department. Hibana, this is important.
Okay. Mr. Williams, would you please fetch a visitor pass to Uncle Bob here and escort him to where our engineer Haliman Saktek is currently working?
I look at Hibana and say, Roger, we'll take care of that. And I hand him the visitor's pass, and I motion Bob Chan to follow me.
Okay, you motion Bob Chan to follow you. He did. He followed you. He followed you to where it is together with Mao. Mao then also followed. Mao then actually followed you from the back, of course, Philip, to actually towards the R&D department, and then she did. But okay, Philip, he told the man to actually check on all security within the building, just in case. But as Bob Chan actually arrived, Haliman you're actually caught by surprise. Slightly, of course. As the door actually opens and you see Hibana, Mao, and Philip Williams. Philip Williams actually entered the room.
Oh,
You
Oh.
notice this. But Philip Williams, the moment he entered, roll for your concentration check. Under
Concentration check. Okay.
No. Only Philip. Haliman, roll for it, not you, Philip.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, all right, you pass. Okay, you see the security officer here, the one that Diana trusted, because Philip Williams
Oh.
is actually the security officer. But Bob Chan then enters, and then he said, "Ah, nicer place you have here, Haliman. Very nice indeed. But on the table in this research laboratory, Haliman, you have a number of people working for you. Quite a number of techies working for you. You can see them sitting on their desks and looking into certain information. But currently, you're actually trying to actually unlock the particular belt, which is Fi's belt. But to you, it's just a belt. Bob Chan riff it
About
up.
with fancy things that I like that I want to
Yeah,
know. I just want
fancy
to know.
buttons. And then Bob Chan then said, "Ask you, Aliman, what have you know about this? Roll for your techniques, skill. Okay, cyber tech.
Okay. I'm gonna use my last one.
Even the last one was not going to stop anything.
Okay, all right,
17.
21 minus 4. Okay, say.
17. I use my last luck point, so I no more luck
Okay,
points now.
all right. Bob Chan then said, "You tried and tried and tried, Aliman. You do not know what is this. You tried really, really hard to find out."
I didn't try it on though. Actually, I various numbers on it. Nothing happened.
Bob Chan asked, "When you try on, you press a number. Nothing happened."
I press few single numbers, two numbers. Never get to the 3 digits yet though. There's multiple combination.
Ah, very good, very good. Then you look at the back. It's like you open up the suitcase, you see the belt, you see a handphone, you see an agent phone. You press the numbers, you try to dial the numbers, but you actually have that phone. You actually kept it with you because it's a really nice phone. So it's actually
Vintage.
it's Fire's like agent phone. It's not really vintage. If in terms of cyberpunk time, it's actually quite good. If it's a cyberpunk belt, it looks very, very shiny. It looks very
It
good. It's like
is.
what cyberpunk era would probably use. Then Bob
It
Chan said,
is.
"Oh, you have the phone now with you.
I always kept it with me.
Ah, pass it here."
Alright. I pass Bob Chan the phone. Here you go.
He picks up the phone, he dial a number, toot, and then you hear like standing by. They pick up, then he said,
Huh?
hello, I want to order a few pizza slices sent over to Strega headquarters. Yes, pizza now. Okay, yeah, address. And then he passed the phone to you, Hibana. Yeah, they want to know the address.
uh, is it actually pizza?
Yes, and you hear another voice on the other end. Hello, pizza delivery. Can you give me the address?
She just simply gives him the address of the guard station outside, not the main corporate headquarters anymore. Due to
Yeah.
what happened, he can only drop it off at the guard station.
All right. Okay, Philip, you see
Sounds
Bob
like my
Chan.
company.
You see Bob Chan calling a pizza delivery sent straight to the company, but Hibana said just sent to the front gate. The last time somebody actually crashed through the gate, Stray Guards HQ main floor blew up, killing a number of people.
And also, as the last security officer ended up sleeping with the fishes.
Yep. Oh, Philip. Okay, this old
Um,
man just picked up that random phone, which is a really nicely designed phone, and then called pizza to be delivered here.
Okay,
I have the
33
phone
then.
back.
I take the phone, or I make a really strong suggestion to Bob Chan to tell him to bring it down to the front door. The front where?
The front door, yeah, to the security,
Front gate, right?
the front gate,
Front
only to
gate.
the front gate. Yeah.
Yeah, front gate.
Yes. And Bob Chan like, all right. So security officer send pizza here. Okay. While we wait for pizza, pass me back the phone, please. Pizza Philip. He asks you. He offers his hand to you.
And then I look at him strongly. It's like it must be the front gate.
Yes, yes, yes. Cannot think when hungry, Philip. You know that.
And then I say it again. Front gate, Bob Chan. Front.
Yes, yes, yes. Front gate. And then he looks to you, Hibana. Then he whispers to you, Hibana, Mr. Philip, very tight ass.
He has a
Uh,
reason because the last security officer was forced into retirement early, and not in a
Uh,
good way.
yes, Elliot Chan sometimes fire people, quite literally. He whispers to you.
Fire.
And then I give the phone back, and then I look at Bob Chan in a really stern way, and I mouth the words "front gate," but I don't actually say it.
Yes, I say, looks to you. Yes, 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 yes. Mr. Philip, understood. You should work for company. Bob Chan's company, very good. Yes,
uh-huh.
yes. But
Yeah.
Japanese people don't like a white people like you to take over a company. So, yes, you white people work for white people. Here, Strega. That's what Strega is Russian mean. But then he turns to Haliman. Haliman, yes, look into this belt. But it's all
Yes.
in. So this belt is my company's belongings.
Oh, that's so.
Yes, but Elliot Chan say belt belongs to her. So I don't understand. I want you to tell Elliot Chan that to give belt back to Bob Chan.
I'll just give it back to you right now. Not like I have a life.
Like then Bob Chan looks to you. You look sad, Haliman Chan. And then he touches your heart. Your heart are broken. What did Hibana do to you?
Not good there.
Hibana not spreading her leg for you.
Let's
This
not
is a
go
sign,
there.
Haliman.
Okay.
This is a sign, Haliman. This is a sign from the gods above.
No,
Like
no, no.
Hibana is the one
I'm
for
still,
you.
I'm still role playing.
Yeah, you have been
Keep it as
you have been so angry with her. Maybe all this while you actually loves her.
Yes,
Wow.
yes, I think it
Yeah.
is, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
hate
think
her.
so.
yeah.
hate
It's
her.
you know the kind of like love hate relationship. You know,
No, no,
like
I
you hate
enemies.
her, you
despise
hate her.
Enemies to lover.
her.
No, no, enemies to lover. Enemies to lover.
Enemies to love
Nope.
first.
Nope.
Just like
Enemies.
how we gotta let like Vendetta and Elliot like kiss at the end.
Anyways, let me just role play this. Oh, check. There's nothing between me and that bitch over there. I just want to get to my work, and if
Is
you want the
bitch
belt
another
back,
word for lover? Is bitch another word for lover?
It's a female dog.
Yes.
Yes.
You're my female
And,
dog.
and you know what dogs are man's best friend. So technically
Yes.
his best friend.
Yeah, Shebing Sibana is Haliman's best friend.
no,
Damn.
she's not. No, she's not.
Sorry, we're bullying you, Zaf. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
You
Anyways,
know
okay,
I'm just
Haliman,
kidding.
Haliman continue
Yeah,
roleplay.
let me. Uh, as I said, nothing between me and that bitch. I just want the belt back, and if you want it, I can give it back to you. Simple as that. Whoever unlocks it, I'll give it back to them personally. I don't care if I die. I don't care if I die.
Bob Chan looks to you, Haliman. He said, your tone of voice and the way you look at me, the sadness I can feel. But this belt, I believe, may prove, may be useful to you one day. They pass back. Sorry that I asked for it, but at least I know the belt is in safe hands.
It's mine now. I'm not gonna go back to it. I'm not gonna give it back to Elliot. Not at all. If she wants, she can pay me $100,000 million, whatever. I give a
Ah,
fuck about women now.
but then Bob Chan looks to you, Mao, and said, now I know belt in good hands. But then he asks you, Mao, you know the bad number of all our people is always 444.
Yeah, die.
Hmm. Yes. But remember, belt respond to other digit than 444. It also respond to 555. He speaks to you in Mandarin.
I have no idea what's going on right now.
Does he even no, in Mandarin? In Mandarin. I hope it responds to 888 or 999.
Oh,
Oh,
yes,
oh,
it
oh.
does.
Carol,
Ong ong ong.
Carol for deduction. Also, there's like, am I hearing numbers or hearing ching chongs?
You're hitching chong, so you have to. If you have the language skill,
I don't have
deduction.
the.
Okay, you don't have
I
the
have
language skill.
the.
They have to roll for deduction. Okay,
Okay, that's
Haliman
what
can
I
roll
said.
for it. Ivana can roll for it because they're speaking in Mandarin.
Huh.
Okay.
Pass.
现在我有冰淇淋，我
Uh,
很
wait,
我
wait,
是
Why
I,
you
I,
want
I
冰淇
actually,
淋，我很喜欢冰淇
I actually
淋。
have,
我的名字是小
You have
明。
Mandarin.
yeah,
Ivana have
yeah,
Mandarin.
yeah, I have Mandarin actually.
Wait, I
Okay,
don't
then.
remember. You don't have Mandarin. I remember you do not have Mandarin.
I added it
Okay,
later
Mandarin.
on with
Level 1
Russian.
Mandarin. Maybe level 1 Mandarin.
Level one lah,
Maybe
maybe.
level one
Yeah.
It's
Mandarin.
actually
Level one
it's actually level 4.
Wait,
Okay.
how is it?
You actually
Huh?
spend points on it.
She
Yeah,
has so many
each
points
language,
to spend on. Come on,
no,
what are you guys
Yeah.
talking about? It's just
no,
like
no, no, no,
200
no,
points.
no. Each language actually has each language. If you want to add it, you get free 4 levels into it for
Who the
free.
fuck
No,
told you this?
Black and
no,
white,
it's only
black
the
and white.
one. No,
Yeah,
it's only
when on
one.
character creation, my
Yeah, character
dude.
creation only. Character
Yeah. Oh
creation
yeah,
only.
yeah, yeah.
Not.
Oh
When,
yeah,
when
yeah.
you add in a language after character creation, you spend
It's
points just
not.
like
You need
any
to spend
normal
points.
skill.
That's why I say it's
No.
impossible. You have. Yes,
Yes,
it's written
unless
there.
you're a fixer, and then you can choose a few languages for free. That's why I am so fucking multilingual at level 4. But if you're not a
Because I very
fixer,
remember. I'm very sure. When doing character creation, you do not have Chinese. I do not know whether you add it on later, but I'm
I
very sure
added
you do
later
not have it.
on.
And
okay,
I added it
okay.
later on.
Let's
I only
give
had
let's
Japanese
let's
beginning.
give Aizen the
never mind,
benefit
it's
of
okay,
the
it's okay.
doubt.
Never mind. Just
Yeah,
move
let's
on.
just
Just
give
move
him
on.
the benefit
Anyway,
of the doubt.
just too late now.
It's
Okay.
just Mandarin level
Never
4.
mind. Just
but
go. Just go. Just go.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's just Mandarin level 4. Okay. Anyways, yeah, you listen to actually Mao and Bob Chang speak. They actually mention the numbers. They actually initiate to a number like 555, 66, or 888, or and then Mao then after they joke around and said about 888. But Mao they don't actually understand the reference unless Mao passed deduction.
You mean
He did actually.
Ivana?
Okay, the hero.
Yeah.
Haliman, Mao.
Oh,
Mao, not Haliman.
oh, Mao needs to
Huh?
roll, not Haliman. Okay.
Deduction.
Nani? Mao,
Deduction.
you
Education.
uncultured Chinese.
Reference.
You uncultured
Reference.
swine.
You
上脚
uncultured
叉烧好过
swine.
上你哦！你
Yeah
这个
lah.
叉烧比叉烧都不如。
哎，冚家塵丟你老母。Sorry.
Alright.
Oh my god!
Level
All that shit is
3.
coming out now, man.
Just 6. Okay, Mao. Maybe Bob Chan is just playing around with you. It's like phones, so it's like pressing what 555, 444, 666, 777. Like to you it's probably just some booster gang or gongs light up belt that probably just make them look cooler on the dance floor, and that's about it.
唉，
What?
冇用嘅死仔包。唉，
But
三嚿叉燒都好過三個你。
that's what like Bob, and then said But then he looks at you, Philip Williams, and he said, it seems that my visitor pass have expired. Time for me to head back and wait for other leaders to come.
你这个比叉烧都不如的人。
Right.
叉燒
All right. Okay, Philip,
篤屎。
then you actually bring him towards the reception, and then after that, wave goodbye. So Philip, do you actually escort Bob Chan out?
Yes, I do escort him out.
All right. Okay.
And then I motion him to move. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Where did he go?
Right. He went straight to the lift, to the elevator.
To the elevator.
Then they left. Then you bring him over. Okay, now while you're bringing him, now getting straight to again Subaki Lee. Okay, before heading straight to Vendetta. Okay, now Subaki Lee inside the room together with Diana. Diana's writing her song. Then when you're writing her song, you notice that her eyes is like not that cheerful, smiley girl that you used to know. But she was like writing, clenching her teeth. It's like, I'm gonna write this song. I'm gonna write this song so good. Yeah, it's gonna go through your thick skull. That's what she's like whispering to herself.
Skull. Yep.
I just looking at her as like, Diana.
Yeah. It's like, this wrecking ball is gonna be good. I'm like a wrecking ball right now, she's saying.
Oh no, Diana has fallen so far.
She's like Miley Cyrus.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no. Oh no.
And
I just
Poor
like
Haliman is
Diana.
Liam Hemsworth, or what's his name?
wow.
Oh no. Poor Diana. She has
I
fallen
just
so far.
like just like trying to like get her attention. I was like, Diana, Diana.
Okay, roll for conversation.
Smack her in the face, roll for brawling. That solves everything. You don't need
Wow.
you don't need conversation.
Right. Okay. Then she looks at you. She put down she put down her pen, pop, her heart on the table. Then she look at you like, what? She speaks out.
It seems that you have let your thoughts out. I can almost hear your thoughts. By that means like that I literally hearing what you're saying.
Okay. Then she looks at you and she said, she raised both her hands like, oh, I'm sorry, Master Yoda. Did my anger is like interrupt you doing your song?
Wow,
No, I just
Cyberpunk
find
can reference Master Yoda.
Yeah, lah, because
no,
Star Wars is a classic.
I just find your lack of concentration a bit disturbing. Do you want to talk about it?
Mm. Okay, roll for persuasion.
Maybe it's time for Tsubaki to
Damn!
kinda
What the
half
fuck, man?
apologize.
Yeah, damn. Even with my 14 is I still get a win. At least it's a negative
Hey,
one, I guess.
hey, it's not too bad. It's just some one penalty actually.
And then she
It's not
said,
even
sure.
bad.
We will talk about it. Yeah, DV is 15. Where she said, yeah, we'll talk about it and over a drink. Over a drink. Sure. Yeah, let's talk about it.
It's like, yeah, you know what? I think it's time for me to join you in this. If I can't, if I can't persuade you to stop it, maybe I should just join you and drink it. You know what? Let's find a day we drink this out, okay? You and me. I think we have a lot of things to talk
Mhm.
about you,
Then
about Haliman, and about this whole entire thing, and about our future for
she
both
brought
you
you
and
to,
me.
she bring you and walk towards the lift, head straight up, straight towards uh the highest level of the corporate home that's actually given, the suite. She head over towards the table, takes a glass at the fridge, and then pours it, and then head it over to you.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god. I should have fucking invested in resist torture drugs. Fucking hell.
It's
Yes.
it's time to get drunk.
She passed to you,
It's
and
time
after
to
that,
get
here,
high.
take a drink, Subaki. Okay, roll for resist torture drugs.
Oh no. Oh
It's
no.
biotoxin. She
Oh
kills
my
you.
god.
Okay, she passed, and you're like, oh. Then after the drink, after a couple of drink, she
Maybe
also
she
have
put
a drink.
Viagra in it.
And after that, okay, then after that, you lie down on the couch. She put you down. You're having a drink. They're having a talk, and so on. This is inside her bedroom. Okay, all right. Okay, now Ibana, you're in with Haliman down at the laboratory. Yes, like you hear Renos telling you and messaging you and said, "Hey, boss, Diana's here with Subaki in the pub, and do you want us to monitor them?" You're together with Mao, Hibana. Maybe you should give them some rest. You want to bring Haliman and Mao up to the suite?
She just simply like taps Mao on the shoulder to the side and basically says to Mao, away of course from Haliman, so he doesn't have to hear, like very much away. She basically says, "There's a potential disaster up in the penthouse that you and I definitely need to handle this, but should we bring Haliban or should we handle it ourselves?" And she basically showcased like the security footage to you. Mao.
Uh,
Not really security
oh my god.
footage, but just that Reno telling you though.
Yeah.
Unless it's like because the one that controls the security footage is actually Mao.
Oh, okay. So, should we go upstairs ourselves or should we bring Haliman and us to the penthouse?
I think you best be doing it on your own.
I mean,
I'm in no way to. I'm in no way to interfere with this. Whatever ching chong bibimbap that has been happening between the three of them, 4, including you. If you want to butt in, I'm not gonna stop you, but it's gonna be hard.
She basically she doesn't want Haliman
Or at
injured.
least, or at least they could do it outside the company premise.
Mm-hmm. She just simply takes a look at Haliman to see, and she's like, I'll go upstairs and handle it by myself.
Or at least have them do it outside. Not yet.
In public.
Can I roll for deduction? What are they talking about? It's like, why are they still in my office?
Is it more human perception?
You
Right,
can
yeah, roll for
actually
human
like roll for perception, human
perception.
perception, perception.
Whichever is the
Yeah,
highest.
perception is under where again?
Otherwise,
Awareness, I think.
Awareness.
Ivana's gonna be doing this later. Like, all right.
Oh,
Uh,
God.
it's just- there's just gonna be a fucking orgy.
I'm gonna roll perception for that. It's a 9.
Wow.
Human perception.
9.
Human
All
perception.
the critical failures.
Yep, get them
Hey,
out.
thanks for
Get them
tanking
out
those
right
critical
now.
failures for us.
Yeah, get them out right now. Consume every single one of them.
Like, dude, Zaf, like you're the MVP, man. Thank you for that. I'm like that in my own game, but you
Mm-hmm.
in another game I'm like that guy, but like now you're me. Good job. Thank you. Your service
Thank
is
you.
appreciated.
She just
Right.
simply
Yeah.
like
Aliman, human perception. Roll for 8.
Okay. Let me roll for human perception. Where are you? It's under social.
Under
right?
social, I
Human
think. Yeah.
perception.
Mhm.
Right, human
Yes,
perception.
it's on the social. Lovely. Amazing.
All right. Okay. Now, Philip Williams, I want you to roll for your techniques, skills, basic tech.
oh god, man, this thing is
Okay,
starting to
technique.
become
Okay, Philip Williams, roll for basic tech and electronic security tech. Under technique.
Wait, me or the
Yes,
Haliman?
yes.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Philip
you, yes,
Williams.
you.
Yeah, you're the only
To-
one called Philip Williams.
Okay,
Aliman
so
changed his name.
I'm rolling conversation.
No, not conversation.
Basic tech,
Oh.
tech, technique,
Basic
skill, basic
under
tech.
technique skills, basic tech, and electronic security tech.
Electronic security tech now.
Okay, all right. This is when you're actually escorting. You're escorting Bob Chan, Philip Williams, but you don't know what's going on. So your security tech team did not tell you that hey, Diana's up, heading out, and she's heading up. So you don't receive this information.
Mm-hmm.
So
I just
Yep.
go. Hibana just tells Mount to keep an eye and make sure that Haliman is like comfortable and everything, while she heads to the penthouse by herself.
okay.
You don't know he's just busy with the belt, right? It's like trying all the number combination.
Yeah. It's like she basically had asked Mount to make sure like if you need help, she'll be there to help you. While she goes to the
Right.
penthouse, and I'm assuming
Okay,
she arrives.
Ibana, when you open the lift, you can see the security officers to your left or right saluting you. You can see Reno and Sang and Root outside, and then Reno and Sang and Root, and then Root, Reno, and Sang asking you, it's like, hey, should we actually inform Philip Williams about this? Reno asking you.
No, this is a personal matter. I'll have a chat with Diana and see what I can do about it. Unmitigated disaster, one after the other. She basically walks to the penthouse and ding, it just like opens up for her. I'm assuming I know where she is, or do I have to look for her?
Well, you know where she is. She's inside the
Oh, okay.
room. But this door is locked, so you're able to go through.
Oh,
So
okay.
you're still outside.
Okay.
Privacy has left the chat.
Yes.
This
Then-
one is also locked. Oh wait,
That's
that's
your room.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. In this case,
Or formerly Dimitri's room, actually. This is the desk. This is the place where you need to rest. And after that, the bedroom where you're unable to enter. It's like, you notice that it's locked. Okay, you can actually hack through the door if you want to. And then Sang is like asking you, it's like, hey, boss, you can hack the door, but Yeah, you can do it in front of us. We will look the other way. That's what Sang said.
Or it can be a normal person and ring the doorbell. There's also that.
Yes.
Actually, yeah, I'll be a courteous person and just ring the bell because right now she's giving the benefit of a doubt that Diana is just writing songs with Tsubaki, that she's not doing
All right.
anything other than writing
Okay. All right. While you're
songs.
pressing that door. Okay, Subaki Lee, I want you to roll for your body skills, resist torture drugs again, and also awareness skill concentration.
Ooh.
All right. Okay. Pass. Okay. And fail at the same time. Okay. Subaki,
That's a
you're
million.
lying on the couch, quite dazed, but you open up your eyes and you're surprised to actually see Diana on top of you and looking down at you and her top off, and then you lose these 1d6 humanity points and roll for brawling.
Bruh. It was like,
She's
oh,
choking you. She's
Diana?
choking you.
So she's pushing you
She's
down.
playing red light,
Pushing
green
you
light.
down, like really pushing you down. You have to oppose her.
She's
Don't roll
wait,
nat.
wait, I roll for brawling first. I roll for brawling
Yeah.
first.
If you roll nat, it's worse. Okay, all right. Okay. All right.
Wait, Diana, no, what are
You
you doing?
you pass, you push her down,
Diana, stop,
you push
Diana!
her,
I
then
start
after that she like
screaming.
left.
I
Okay.
just start screaming. I just start not screaming. More like shouting.
Subaki is like,
Please,
Diana, no, I
please
didn't say that.
scream so that the entire floor can just bust in thinking there is something dangerous. At least it'll give me, a reason to call security and have them bust through the door. Yes,
okay,
yes,
anyways,
please scream.
Subaki, you set up, you hear the doorbell, then I put her top and head straight towards the door and opens it up, see Hibana, and then after that, you see her greeting you, and then she said, "What do you want?" She asked you.
Can I notice that, if he's still fixing up her clothes or actually already fixed them up? Just like in terms of which role do you
This
want me to do?
this one is under education skill criminology.
Okay, yes,
Ah.
criminology. Okay, let's
Yeah.
go now.
Criminology is used to actually investigate crime scenes.
Oh
And
man, I
Sure.
mean just what I want.
it's a bra off or whatever. But nope, you don't notice anything wrong.
Oh yeah, I just want to say something. Remember, kids. Premarital sex is bad.
Right.
So yes,
Okay.
it's a crime. So guys, say no to that. Use protection. Thank you, and
Yes.
have a nice day.
Yes, to our viewers, if you're actually able to watch until this part of our game, yes, it's like don't drink and yes, don't drink and be on top of one another. That's bad. All right. Okay. Now, Hibana, you see, Diana Fairview said, "What do you want?" "I'm writing a song," she said. "I'm busy right now with Subaki."
I'm just here to make sure that that you're okay. I saw the concert, and honestly, I'm just that much worried about you. As you basically sit with her back to the place to give her the benefit of a doubt, and she asked her to sit down. She's like,
Okay. All right. You asked her to sit down, roll for conversation. Okay, Subaki, you actually got yourself up. You're thinking to yourself, okay, Diana is really in need of help. Otherwise, at the end of campaign, either you're gonna get a happy ending or Halima's gonna get a sad ending. And you know what I mean by happy ending? Yeah. You want happy ending? Subaki
No.
Lee?
Be gone, thought.
Yes,
Alright.
because thought.
Silence, wench.
All right.
Yes.
Silence wench.
I'm
Now,
beginning to actually push for Diana not to actually even be with Haliman anymore since she's such a dick now.
hey, but for Diana could be lesbian right now too with Hi Hibana.
Mm. Yeah, you know what? I totally ship that. Like
Mhm.
at this point, yes.
Yes, Diana probably gonna Caesar slay
Wait, are we
Hibana.
still recording?
Haliman deserves someone
Yes, we're
else.
still recording.
yes, we're still
Anyways,
recording. Anyway,
anyways,
I just got up and I just said that Diana. Am I still like in the drunken state or
Diana.
you're okay, but you minus 2 penalty though.
it's like I just like walk out. I just like walk out. Am I like giddy on the
Yeah,
sense?
you're giddy. You're giddy.
I just walk out and I say that Diana. It's like
Okay, you notice
I'm
Diana is
like
talking to Hibana as you're walking and you feel giddy, Tsubaki. Diana tells you, Hibana, she
Mhm.
points to the door and said, You have no right to be in this room. Hibana, please leave. This is between me and Tsubaki.
Definitely, but Tsubaki, are you okay? Do you need help?
Okay,
Do you need
roll for
medical
human perception on Tsubaki.
Silence, wench.
Oh,
Okay.
definitely he's
You
drunk.
you notice that his shirt is open, his button is off. You can see his chest and everything. He's like walking giddily, and easily he's slightly drunk.
Oh, someone's in trouble.
And you one thing you know that Subaki never really drinks. At
Okay.
least not until this
Oh,
this stage.
somebody's
At least
in
not until
All right.
this stage.
trouble.
Okay, Subaki, you can actually charge Diana over underage rape, I believe, and send her to jail, and then that's it. That ends the
No, no,
campaign.
no, no, no. I'm not gonna do that.
Yes.
You know that. Okay.
Underage?
Okay. What?
Underage?
Huh?
Wow. Wow.
What is
Okay.
this?
Wait, let me
Let Subaki
roleplay
go.
a bit. You know that Subaki doesn't drink. At least if he drinks, his drinks responsibly. He doesn't
He's
drink
a
until he's just drunk.
responsible person.
Yes.
Mhm.
So it's like you know that he doesn't what, but it's like I'm fine. I'm fine. Just I'm not in my I think I might have a little bit, okay, let me roll for acting for a bit. Let me just roll for acting for a bit. Uh
Acting
I think
versus what?
I don't know, just let me
Oh,
act
okay.
first.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think I might have a little too much drink with Diana. Could you send me back to my room for today? I think I'm not in the best place to write songs with Diana. Apologize, Diana, but I don't think you and I are in the right state of mind to continue the songwriting for now. I'll talk to you next time. All right? It's like you see that he's just like walking towards the entrance. I don't know where's the entrance. So this is the entrance.
This is
That
actually
is
the
the
entrance.
wall. Oh, that's the
Yeah.
wall.
Oh, there's a
Subaki
wall.
crashes.
Okay.
That fits. That
Subaki
fits.
crashes through the
That
wall.
fits. No,
And
he crashes
I just
into the wall.
I
Yeah.
just as I got out, I just like fumbled in front of a song. I just like accidentally fumbled in front of song. It's like and
Sung
just like
got you up. Sung looks at you. Oh, Subaki, you don't look so well.
no, nothing is gonna look well. Please send me back to my room.
Okay, sure. Then after he brings you straight towards the lift, and then you're back to your room. So, and Diana like, looks to you, Hibana, and after that, she said. Then she said to you, Hibana, look, look what you have done, Hibana. If you didn't barge in, none of this would ever happen. Now leave. She speaks. Then she takes a number. She takes her phone. You notice she takes out her phone, start dialing. She asking you to leave.
I just simply tell her that while like standing here, I just tell her this. Diana, I am your friend. I'm not, a stranger. I know about your feelings towards Hanuman, and honestly, I'm with you. If he is that dense, then I can't tell you to keep pursuing it. I mean, it's up to you. Rather, you want to, move on or keep trying. I can't tell you what to do. I can't force you into, try and try again, only to be end up with failure. But think of your own self. Think of your heart. You can't just keep.
She, she points her finger at you and she starts screaming. She points and points. What do you know, Hibana? You do not know anything about me. You're not my mother. You're not my guardian. You're not Dimitris. You're not Elliot. Leave my room right now. I do not want you to come here. I don't want you to give me these stupid lectures. I am who I am. Do not tell me what I need to do or what I cannot do. Leave.
She will.
Teenage angst. So, I roll for conversation.
Okay. Conversation. Come on, conversation.
Then,
Hmm.
then she said, leave. You don't know anything, Hibana. You were nothing when you actually met me. You were just a street dog. You were a street rat.
She
And
just.
now I believe that you were the one that caused Dimitris to actually suffer for what she have and took over her position. That's what she said.
I just simply tell her, you're correct. I am nothing. I was nothing. And when I die, I'll die as nothing. I mean, just let it out. Also,
roll for persuasion, rolling for her concentration. Okay, roll for persuasion. She
Yes.
takes a cup from the table and a bottle that was actually almost half filled. She throws it at you. Okay, roll for your athletics, dexterity. What is skill?
Isn't it evasion?
Body, yeah,
No,
evasion.
no, I want to see. I want to see whether she evaded or she want to grab the cup in midair, pop
Yeah,
like that.
fine.
Like
That's
skill.
up to you. Yeah,
Up
that
to
makes sense,
up
Ivana.
to Hibana. Let's see. You want to evade or you
Yeah.
want to grab?
If I
Sounds
wanna,
like a grab.
if I wanna grab it, it's brawling, correct?
No, athletics.
Oh,
Athletics.
athletics.
You're not fighting the cup.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Oh, yeah. True.
You can
I'm
evade
not fighting.
or you can just or you want to grab it with skill. That's all.
Or unless you want to
Yeah.
punch the cup, then it's
Yeah,
No,
that is
no,
brawling. Yeah.
No, definitely.
You get
Definitely,
injuries after that.
yeah, definitely. I don't want to punch the club.
the cup.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
that's something
My
like
athletic.
Vendetta would do.
Okay, my athletic is like my evasion is level 9, but my athletic is level 6.
Come on, this is just Diana, man. It's like, geez,
I'll
just
just
roll for it.
I'll just avoid it for now. I'll just avoid it, and this here on
Yeah,
evasion.
One.
Pussy. No, DV39.
TB69. Okay. All right. Then you evade it. The cup actually hit the wall behind you. It crashes and can smash into small little pieces. And that's it. She don't want to hear from you anymore. Then she tell you out.
And she basically like turns around and leaves. She just tells her this. You can always write a song about how you hate him and simply let him know that, you'll no longer be even interested in him. At least that's how they used to do it back in the day. And she like drops the example of the famed, I assuming it's like a now 100-year-old song of Britney Spears saying, "I'm not a
Ah.
girl."
It's
And
almost,
Then she
it's
tell,
just
out.
50 years.
It's like she said,
It's
out.
2045.
And then after that, after you're out, then you notice the door behind you actually it's like locks itself from within. And then after a while, okay,
And I killed herself.
Haliman, while you were busy trying to check on the belt together with Mao,
The
okay,
combination.
all right, you hear a call to your agent,
Huh?
and you
I
turn to
answer it.
actually see, and you answer, and you hear Diana's voice at the other end, and then you notice that she's actually crying and she's weeping.
Diana?
Okay, roll for deduction.
Deduction.
Okay, you notice that she's actually crying and she's actually weeping. Then she tells you, Haliman, I need you here right now at my place, at my room. Something happened. She tells you.
Sure.
Weak
I'll be
like
right
a
there.
bitch.
All right, Mao, you notice something. You notice that Haliman pick up a call. Okay, Mao, roll for human perception.
Human perception, not the best. Told ya.
Okay, Ibana, you left the apartment and then head off somewhere. Okay, all right. You don't notice anything. Okay, Haliman quickly rush out. He just left the belt.
You know I
there.
couldn't care much, right?
Yeah. Then you went back towards went back towards the mainframe. You're like, huh, okay, whatever. You think to yourself, right, Mao? But Haliman, you got up. You're now at the apartment where Diana is. You went straight to her room. The moment you actually enter, the door actually opens. And then after that, you enter.
I take out my shoe first. I take out my shoe first. Put it to the side.
So
Diana?
Malaysian. Okay, you take off your shoe. All right.
Diana.
You hear the weep and the sounds of her cries in the distance as you actually head towards her. Then she tells you in her crying voice, "I'm here." You notice when you notice that she's actually sitting on the bed. You notice that her top is off. You notice her pants is down. She's actually sitting on the cover, and then you notice that there's cuts on her arm, and there's bruises on her face. Roll for
What happened?
technique skill first aid.
Where are you? Take this here.
You notice that she's
Hold
actually
on, hold
being
on.
cut. And you notice that there's bruises on her face and her arm, as if that somebody actually slapped her and punched her. And then she told you, Aliman, she told you, I was having a drink with Subaki. And then after that, he did stuff to me. Okay, roll for your human perception and deduction versus her acting skill.
That I
Oh.
mean, this is actually a soap opera now. I'm invested in this.
Subaki gaps in Spanish.
Yes, exactly. Holy shit, you believe her. You believe her.
What else?
Oliver,
What else?
All right.
You
Okay.
believe
Human
Roll
her.
for concentration skill
and
under
what?
awareness.
Concession?
Yes.
No. No, 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 no.
All right. Okay.
Oh, no, 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 no,
You
no.
fail.
Oh,
Okay. You lose 1d6 humanity point. You notice that she's being cut. She's being slapped. She's being punched. She told you that Subaki did this to me. I was on my couch writing a song. He offered me a drink. Then he advanced on me. Like I tried
Oh,
to call
hell.
Philip. I tried to call Philip, but Philip didn't respond. Didn't do anything. And then after that, she quickly hugged you, Haliman, as she's on the bed. As she's like quickly, as you actually, that you, then as she's on the bed, and then now you think to yourself like, Subaki did this,
I don't believe
and
it. To
you
myself.
believe her. You believe her because of your human perception of 6.
Yeah, I believe it, but I need to know it for myself. A
Mm-hmm.
man of logic, not assumptions.
Okay,
Yeah,
and then
logic. The fucking logic that can't even fucking see through her love for you. Yup,
the
yup,
logic is your dad's.
Of all people, it's like, okay, if you say that Hibana did it, you say that like Midnight did it, you say that even Philip did it, like whatever. Like Subaki of all people. The
God
the the
damn it.
the man who puts rubber bullets into his gun.
yep, but Haliman believes her because of the human, because of the 6. So you believe her, actually, Haliman. You believe her, not because of my logic or what your assumptions. You believe her.
Uh, I, I will get to the bottom of this. I will get to the bottom of this.
Okay, then you see that she is sad and she's like crying, and then she's trying to call Philip. And then after that, okay, Philip, you receive a call. You receive a call from Diana. And then after that, you heard her weeping and crying. And then after that, she told you, I'm able to talk to you, Philip. Let you talk to Haliman. Okay, Haliman, she passes the phone to you, or for you to talk to Philip of what happened. Okay, Haliman, you need to tell Philip what happened. That Subaki assaulted Diana and tried to rape her.
Okay, I'm gonna roleplay this. Philip, can you apprehend Tsubaki? Apparently, he raped Diana, but don't give him to the police yet. I need to ask him myself as well. Can you?
All right, Phillips, you saw, okay, now, Phillips, you saw Sang and Subaki heading out from the lift. You notice one thing about Subaki. His shirt button is open. You notice that he is drunk. Okay, you can roll for your human perception on this, Philip.
Yeah, I literally just came now. I don't know what's happening. I was just getting food, but sure.
Yeah, roll for that.
Roll for
Yeah, I
that.
forgot it's already 5:30 for you. Okay, yeah, you notice that his shirt is off, he's drunk, being carried by Sang. You receive that phone from Haliman that Diana was assaulted, that Strega Songbird was assaulted by Subaki. You're surprised, but you don't know Subaki that well. But do you stop Subaki and Sang, Philip?
Or off character. Aren't they stronger than me?
Out of character, you do not know, but he's drunk, of course. Obviously, you can actually take them down, and besides, you have so many security officers in this building.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I will stop him. That's what my character would do. He's doing my job and he's an enforcer and he doesn't take shit up about anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, he would stop him.
Drag your
Okay.
character near the elevator.
Yep. All right, Philip. You saw Sang. Sang looks to you and said, Yes, sir. Oh, why are you here, sir? Sang asked.
I've heard news of foul play and activity, and I'm here to apprehend the perpetrators or perpetrator. And yeah, what I have heard, not very good. And as head of security, this is not something I will accept. And then I turn to Subaki and says, "You can come quietly and cooperate, or we can do this, and it'll probably end up on the news, and it won't be good for anyone, especially you."
What's the meaning of this? What's going on?
I'm pretty sure even Hibana now is like hearing about this over the channels.
No. This is
Oh, okay.
This is just between the call of Diana to Haliman, Diana to Philip.
Oh, okay.
It's not in open channels.
Oh,
So
okay.
even
Yeah,
Sang
yeah.
doesn't know. So Sang is
Oh,
actually
okay. Yeah, yeah.
asking Subaki and Subaki, what happened? What happened in the room? But Philip, you know actually what happened. Diana told you that Subaki Lee assaulted her and then tried to leave the building.
Yes, it's like Diana, Lady Diana, has notified me of what happened. I'm pretty sure your conscience knows exactly what happened.
What?
Would you like?
No, you
Would you
not
like
make
to
no
know?
sense. No. Okay. Okay, first and foremost, please explain what's going on because what did she told you? What did she told you?
I'm the one who's asking questions here, Mister or Mrs. Miss. Why are you a
Mr.
girl or a boy?
Subaki. It's a
The
guy.
guy,
It's a
I'm a
guy. It's a good.
guy.
Mr.
Yeah.
Subaki.
Yes. That's why now moving forward, Yan have to make
It's
a girl
not.
character.
It's
Yes.
not logic. Could I at least go back to my room first because I'm having a severe headache right now and
Yes.
I'm
Philip,
not
you
in a
can
good place to
actually
answer.
you can put Subaki under house arrest and put the guards around the room to make sure that Subaki does not escape. That can be easily be done.
Okay. Well, firstly, Philip will take a deep breath and sigh, be like, I gave
So
you an
please,
opportunity. I
okay. You
gave
know
you
what?
an
If
opportunity.
you want to question me, you can question me after I get over.
Silence.
Please,
And I'm
please
joking.
send me back
Yes.
to my. Please send
Silence.
me back to my room.
God,
Silence.
God,
So
Please
the
send me
take
back
guards
Mr.
to my
Subaki
room.
so
inside
the guards
in the
the
house
guards
arrest.
like walk
I can't
over
answer all this question with my
and
head
grab you.
problem.
It's like Subaki is like it's like like those criminals like I want my rights, I want my lawyers. It's like refuse.
I'm not asking for rights. I'm just asking to go back to my room so I can be in a better state and I can fucking answer the question, not with my head throbbing with the fucking grenade in my fucking head.
But
I
you
go up to Subaki and I said, I gave you a chance.
Subaki Lee, Philip Williams escorted you to the room together with the two Shinra guards and together with Sang. So Sang is telling you is that it's best for you to stay quiet right now, Subaki, and find out what actually happened. And
I
then
just want
they
to go
actually
back to my
lock you in
room
your
now.
room.
I just want to be in my
So
room right
so they lock in your room. They did actually bring you to your room and then lock you. That's simple as that. But so far, these news have not been spread out yet. So far now, the people in the office is like looking at you and then whispering like, "What's going on?" It's like, "Hey, what's going on over there?" It's like, "Hey, isn't that
Oh, is he in
Sobaki
his
Lee?"
room?
And then yeah, while they're being dragged, of course you can hear all this commotion here. The office workers can hear the commotion. They can hear the commotion easily well. It's like, come on, man, it's just perception DV5 at this point. It's like screaming. Subaki screaming would be causing a commotion
now.
itself.
I'm not screaming. I'm just saying that I just want to be back in my room right now.
Yeah.
I'm not even
Okay.
running away.
You will be
Right.
going to your room and you'll be staying in your room until further notice. Guards,
Yeah,
take him.
I just go back to my room and I just shut the door before he even talks. I just want to shut the door, lock
Okay.
myself in the room. I'm not even damn locking me in the room. I lock myself in the room and just be fucking done with it.
Yeah, you lock yourself in a room and you hear the
No
Shinra
bathroom
people
breaks without my
talking.
permission.
Yeah. And Sang and Phillips and Reno and Root also is there actually at outside of Subaki Lee's room. But meanwhile, back towards the exact room. Okay. Now Diana sitting there on the bed, like weeping and crying. How Haliman, you told Philip Williams what to do. Philip Williams actually apprehended Subaki and locking him in his room under arrest for the time being until can figure this out. But Haliman, Diana is there. She's sad, she's bruised, she's cut. You think to yourself, how can Subaki do this? You said, why would he do this? You ask
I
yourself.
need to get out of this.
What?
Anyway, then, I stand up. If you need me, just call me. I know you don't want to see me anymore.
She
I'm just
quickly
doing your
grabs
business.
you. Okay, roll for brawling.
What the?
Fucking thought.
Out of it, this
You.
After
Fucking
all the
thought.
thing that I
Well,
done for her, and damn, if Halima decide to fucking fuck with me, I'm gonna fucking fuck with him, man. It's like,
This is where the
I do it
betrayal
for
comes
you.
in because you're all right. Okay, you failed. You
Yeah.
failed by 4 points. She win by 4 points against your brawling. Okay.
I'm so glad
can
I'm
she send
not
me onto the
corpo
table?
scum.
Can she send
You
me on
guys,
the table,
you
please?
guys
Vendetta
handle
right now is
yourself.
like Vendetta is like playing with the kids right now. The
No,
kids like okay,
she's literally in her bathtub, just like with 2 cucumbers on her eyes, just like.
yes, don't know what's going on. It's like well, the corpos are having trouble right now. So the one having the happy ending will be Vendetta, but the sad ending will be these guys. All right. Okay. Anyways, she grabs you, throws you to the bed really strong, and jumps on you. And then after
Oh
that,
my god.
What's going on?
she pushes both
Imagine-
your hand, left and right, down the pillow. She's really, really strong. You realize, like, and then okay, roll for your resist torture drugs. What is skills? Okay. She forces herself on you, and then she kisses you, and then after that, roll for your concentration check. This is not the way I want it to happen. And just thinking to
Concentration is
yourself,
underwear, body.
awareness skill, concentration.
Haliman, if you have any, if Haliman has any form of common sense,
He does.
this
That's
is not
what he
how.
must.
This is not how an.
Not
This is
like
not
this.
how a
Not
great
like this.
victim reacts.
Exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
Aliman, you
Not
pass
like
your
this.
concentration. She's forcing you. What do you want to do? You push her away. If you
I
push her
push
away,
her.
if you push her away again, I don't know what. So I'm gonna roll off after this. She's probably gonna go even more mental after this.
Push her away. Push her away. She doesn't deserve any of
Okay,
you.
you can roll for human
I-
perception. Human
We roll
perception.
for human possession first. We roll for human possession first.
That one.
Bloody. And what's that?
Social skills, human perception. While Mao inside the net room, like la 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 la, like la la la. Ooh, security camera. And then points the security camera in the bed. Oh my god, record this.
Damn.
free porn. Free porn.
Bruh.
I'm gonna be, no, Mao is like, I'm gonna be
Mouse
rich.
swang that way.
Ding ding ding
Like-
ding ding.
No. Mao gonna start his own company. Mausers. Not Brazers,
Mausers.
Mausers.
Only cop.
Oh,
Okay,
my
On
like
the
it or
call.
not, this is.
Anyways,
this
okay.
is not her.
You-
This is not her. I
you-
push her away.
You push us away. And then after that, Diana is actually on the floor. It's like, and then looking at you, she took back her clothes, covered herself up, and then she said, I thought you wanted me. And this is what you do. I thought
Diana,
Subaki wanted
listen.
me. And this is what he do.
Listen here. This isn't you. You're kind, smart, talented. Not a sort, not a bad person. Why are you doing this?
Okay. You're at the top of the building. She pushes you. She actually wanted to run and running towards the window, of course. I wanted to jump over. What do you want to do?
I push her down. No, not today.
Okay. Roll for brawling.
Bloody mistake. Where are you? Probably is under fighting.
Because Diana is actually Elliot in disguise. Tum, tum,
Whoa!
tum.
Oh,
Wow.
nice.
You actually push her down. Wow.
Nice. Push her
lucky.
down the building. Lovely.
Yes,
No,
and it
no.
all. And all of it. Okay. But you
Take
pushes
her
her down. Then after that, she knock her head on the floor, and after that, like fall unconscious. But
I toss
all this scuffle and so on is making like a lot of noise, and then Reno and then Root actually and try to actually bang on the door, try to actually enter.
Yeah, because
And then-
Haliman also raped Diana. Everybody raped Diana.
No.
Sang and Rude
No,
also
I'm gonna
raped
carry her on
Diana.
my back and bring her to the door. I'm gonna carry her on my back and bring her to the door.
Okay.
Hey,
They
yeah,
also,
I think
you actually
Diana,
raped her together.
What?
I think Diana is like the joystick ball lah, Xiang Lu ah.
No, she's
Parents.
trying to play the victim card here.
And
I
then
carry her on my back while she's unconscious.
all right, you held her on the back and bring her straight towards the infirmary. to actually see what happened. So you actually bring her with you with the help of Root and Reno. Reno and Root was actually surprised to actually see Diana's unconscious, she's cut, she's bruised. They actually asked you what actually happened. You told them, roll for your conversation.
Question is under social skill.
Hmm.
I
Okay, wow.
okay.
This
Let me
one
just
you
say
roll
this.
nat.
You fuck.
I don't
No,
think they're
let me.
buying it. I don't think they're buying
They
it.
took their guns and pointed at you. You are under arrest, Haliman Saksak, for
Hey, no,
injuring Diana
up,
Fairview. Mhm.
If Haliman is not gonna be with Diana, fucking Subaki is gonna be with Haliman, man.
Yes, you know what? You know what? At this point, I
Uh,
ship that. I ship that over whatever the fuck this is.
You know what? You know what? Me and Haliman will be the fucking duo that
I'm
will
a
fucking take out
bromance,
Subaki.
But
bromance.
then
Me
again,
and Vendetta will single-handedly by herself duct tape both of you guys together,
and then after that,
along with her in the center.
Hibana being so nice to Diana, and Diana is like, only a woman will
Yeah,
understand a woman.
yeah. That's why birds of same feather they can flock together or fuck
Yeah.
together, like what
Yeah, this
Mao
is
said.
Cyberpunk. That's the happy ending, you know. Subaki with Haliman, Diana with Hibana. Yeah.
Herb, for the ending, I'll ask you what kind of ending I want for Haliman, but not now.
Wow, no, don't give me the ending. Don't give me what you want. You know, don't be like Rahman, like thinking like what you want. It will never happen. Trust me. Don't expect for that to
Work
happen.
on it yourself.
Yes.
You don't need to like tell anybody. You
I
can give the
know.
DM like
Yes, I want to
like
give. But anyways,
slivers.
let's talk.
Anyway,
Let's talk
yeah.
another time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Anyways,
continue.
yeah. But after that, they point their guns at you. Then they brought Diana to safety, but they lock you inside this room instead, Haliman. And
The
Diana
lucky
is
I
with
room.
have my
them.
belt.
Diana
I
is
at
with
least have my
them,
belt.
and they are guarding the door. While, of course, the guards actually bring Diana to safety. And this room, there's only one exit, which is the front door. The only exit after that is out the window, which is 100 over feet down, which probably means instant death. If you're not Tom Cruise, okay? So don't try to do it.
No.
But
Zop. Do me a favor and do a Keanu Reeves. Just call somebody on the phone, walk on the edge, and then chicken out and get arrested instead.
okay, so both people are now taken into custody right now within Strega, in which is Subaki and also
I at
Haliman.
least have can at least have my work with me. At least I won't have my work with me.
No,
So
no, you
I'll
don't.
be
They
good.
don't. So now Mao is going to be wondering why did Haliman try to actually rape Diana? So Ivana was also thinking the same thing. So also it's like Elliot will probably be wondering the same thing. So right now,
No, because
it's-
Elliot is Diana. What are you talking about?
don't try to put that into my head.
I don't think so. I don't
No,
think
so
so.
yeah. Anyways, I might make it happen. Like it's like suddenly she ripped off her
Oh my
mask and
god.
said, "Haliman and
Damn
Subaki,
you,
I've been
meddling
Elliot all
kids.
along. It's me,
Damn you.
Elliot."
No, she'll be
Yes.
like, I'm not Diana. I am. like the whole, the
No, 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 no. Diana ripped off her rubber
I am
mask and to show
Diana. I am Diana. I am
Elliot,
Elliot-
Elliot, no, Diana ripped off her rubber mask to show herself as Elliot, and then suddenly Elliot removed her rubber mask and show, I am
It's
Diana.
Diana. And then everybody just goes, what the fuck?
anyway, continue.
Yeah, no, it was to be continued to the next episode, okay? Because it's already 3:37 right now. Jan and Alan have to leave, and Zaf have to leave also
Thank
to
you
for their
Yeah.
everybody
training.
for watching this episode.